Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy Beaky with the Elder Scrolls Legends Central, and we're back once again with another episode of the podcast for you guys this week. And today is very special because Legends is not working, the internet's going down, Discord was having an outage, now Legends, what's happening? Alright, let's calm the hell down. Okay, let me just explain first of all that yes, Legends is currently having an issue. If I try to load into the game right now, I get this little error code right there. But if you actually go onto the Legends, let's just say you go on to the live streaming service, whichever one you use. Let's just say Twitch. People do stream Legends on YouTube too. There are people actually streaming and playing the game live right now. So some people are in the game, and even in Discord, there are people who are in the game who are able to play Legends right this moment. So that had me thinking when I first noticed this, like, is my account compromised? Because I went to the Bethesda's official website and tried to log in. But unfortunately, I was not able to get into my account. It was saying that my password was wrong. And I'm like, oh my god, did somebody hack my Legends password? But I was like, that's almost 100% impossible. Not 100%, but that's pretty unlikely just because of the fact that I kind of don't even know my own password. It's this long jumbled mess that I make sure that I don't even know it in a way. So I was like, nah, I'm checking my email, seeing if I got any emails from anybody. Then I thought of doing the next thing. I said, you know what, let me try another game that's linked to my Bethesda account, Quake Champions. So if I go up and load up Quake Champions right now, I cannot play Quake Champions. I cannot play any game that's linked to my Bethesda account right now that has an online portion like that. Now, I thought this was a problem with me, but obviously I went to my Discord and I said, guys, the podcast is going to be delayed. And then you guys came and told me that you guys are having problems logging in as well. Because this is kind of annoying because Lindsay Bear and Call Me Mute, Andy's Mod, everybody who's in chat right now watching this with me, some of you guys are hosting a tournament in the Discord. And I know some of you guys who are in-game already can participate in the tournament. But if you're not in-game, you can't participate, which kind of sucks. And because I realize it's a problem with a bunch of different people, and not just me, I feel a little bit more comfortable, and I don't feel like maybe this is something where, like, because Discord, and it may not be related, but it could be DDoS, who knows what's going on right now? Who knows? Lizard Squad, you remember guys, those guys from a few years ago could be back DDoS in games and services again. Who the hell knows? Andy's Mod said something in chat, and as this is a community podcast, let me go ahead and read what he says right now. Hello to Bones the Third as well. Thank you for joining me. And we're obviously going to be talking about a lot of new stuff, new cards. I have some ideas for new events in the game, but we're going to get to all that before we talk about the outage real quick. All right. You know what would be nice if Bethesda actually posted what the damn error code... Whoa, Andy! Why are you stealing my thunder, Andy? I was just about to say that. This is what Andy says on chat. I can't believe Andy literally took the words out of my mouth. Andy... You and me are one and together on this one, man. Thank you so much. So Andy says it would be nice if they basically explain what the error code is. Because let's go over to the Bethesda website. And I'm going to show you guys something right now live, which is something I just wanted to address. This is actually why I wanted to start this video like this, but Andy actually kind of preempted me by saying it in chat. So when you get the error code, right, let's bring up a web browser so you guys could see. It tells you to go to help that, let me bring it up. Go to help. Let me write it in right now so you guys can see it in my little box right up here. I'll just write it in the box. So, all right, and I'll bring up the browser. So it tells you what the error code. It tells you to go to /help-bethesdanet.com, right? Whatever. It doesn't have to be capitalized or whatever. You go to that, enter it, right? All right, now let's bring up the page that it takes you to. So that's the first thing that the error message tells you to do. And it takes you to this website on this page on Bethesda's whole entire account. It takes you here. And you would figure like, well, okay, I'm having a problem. What would you do? Click the game, you're having a problem. And I'm having a problem with Quake and Elder Scrolls Legends. Alright, search. So you put in your error code in here. So my error code was right here, the first one I saw. We'll click search. Okay, no results. Okay, I will go ahead and take the error code. Oops, that doesn't say error. There you go, error. So I want to prove it to you guys. This is something that I think that companies, I've seen this before. I don't only just say it's from Bethesda only, right? when you search the exact error code, you just get these freaking unrelated freaking answers. Like, why can't it just be like, oh, enter error code here and give you the exact problem with the game that you're having right now? That's just what I want. Or just pop up what the hell the error code means in game. Like, why isn't that just something that has happened in the video game industry, just encoded into games? Like, when there is an error code, search the online database, if it's connected, or put it in the game offline and just tell me what the error code is and just tell me what it means. It just annoys me. It just annoys me, guys. So that was the error code I got first. Really didn't find anything concrete here, so that was a little annoying. And I hope down the line that gets fixed right there, because nobody wants to really go ahead and do that. Andy's mom says, sorry, Beaky. It's all good. It's all good. So the game's not working well right now, so it kind of has changed my plans for today's show, because it's 4 p.m. This is when I do the show on Saturdays. I've made my decision that Saturdays is going to be the time for the show every single week. I'm going to go ahead and click on play on Steam one more time and see if I can load up the game. Hopefully it could work. If it could work, we could do a fun thing that I wanted to do today's show. If not, unfortunately, we're going to change our plans. I even tried to log into mobile, and I wasn't getting anywhere in mobile, so that kind of sucked right there. And for everybody else trying to participate in the tournament right now, I'm sorry that that's not working. And as the logo is spinning for this long, I definitely could tell that the game's not working correctly. So, and now I got a different error code, so this error code, I don't know, whatever. Alright. So enough about the dumb error codes and things not working. So I guess it's about time we just talk about some more funner things and interesting stuff. Let's talk about the cards that were revealed for the game in the last 5 days since I've done the last episode. And then for the rest of the show, I want to talk about new events for Legends. Let's talk about new, like, Rumbles, new Chaos Arenas, new Versus Arena, new things that Legends could do on a month-to-month basis to keep us interactive, keep us having fun, and just change up the game every now and then to have us have an exciting time. So I have a few different ideas that I'm going to share out there with you guys. Like I said, this wasn't planned, so I'm going to be thinking about other things as well as we go on. Like, I had a whole different other schedule for today's show because I wanted to actually do something in-game, but I can't. What am I going to do? But I definitely could go over the cards that were released over the past 5 days and talk about each one of them. Alright, let's take a first look at Dwarven Colossus. So this one was released on 5 days ago, and it's a behemoth. Guys, this card is an absolute monster. It is a Dwemer, 11/11, summon Power Sphere in each lane, and those Power Spheres could, like, they have, I think they have 5 health, if I remember correctly. I don't have the exact post from where it said what it exactly does, but either ways, all I gotta say, man, I can't wait to add this to my Dwemer decks, into neutral decks. This thing's gonna be a powerhouse. It definitely is gonna be fairly useful. It's not like it's a limited card. If you get this on the field early, well, not early enough, you get this on the field at the right time, and you have cards defending this thing so it can actually last a few turns, it could be unbelievable. It really... Oh, yeah, now I remember what the spheres do. The spheres give Dwarven Colossus a random keyword. Yes, so that's even another interesting thing. So if it gives it a random keyword that's, like, drained, that could be good. I think it's at the start of every single turn. Sorry, like I said, I don't have this put up right now. What I was going to do for this episode has been completely twisted, and I got to do this on the fly because I didn't want to miss today's stream or not do an episode today, guys. And I don't know when the servers are going to be back, so I'm just going to flow with it. So I think this is a cool one. I'm going to add it to some of my decks and have some fun with it right there. Let's move on from right there. Another new card added to the game with the Clockwork City once it officially released at the end of the month. Now, a lot of people say that this is not going to get any play outside of, like, arena, or has no use out against other than tokens. And I can see what you're saying. Like, if you're talking about constructed deck, many decks won't use stuff like this. But I do actually see that there is a possible use for this outside of just facing against tokens. Like, there are decks like the Stellar Secret deck. If you need more actions, you might just be another thing for removals. So it depends on the type of deck you are. If you want a lot of removals for whatever reason, if you're playing Hex Mage, if you're playing Stellar Secrets, because we don't know all the cards revealed in the expansion yet. We don't know what the monthly reward cards. And I don't want to just throw this card to the side until I know the full set, and maybe there's some other reason I would want to go ahead and play this. Maybe even outside of token. Maybe there's some other cards that release in the expansion that you're gonna want to use something like this to remove. And I think having a, area effect, I guess it's not area effect. It is, but it's a weird one because it has to have the same name. Okay. Hear me out. What if there's a spell in the new expansion that says change all enemy creatures to the same name? That's what I'm saying. I don't want to count this card out. I see why people said this is just no use against other than tokens for the Imperial reinforcements and stuff like that. But we don't know everything yet, and I just feel like there is going to be a use for this card that we may not think of yet in certain types of decks. So I'm going to give this one a wait and see, and before I say I'm going to be throwing it into my mage decks or whatever other decks out there. That's just my personal opinion right there, guys. You guys can share your own in the comment section below. Let's see what people are saying in chat real quick. So Lindsay Bear says there are 0-5 guards, yeah, and I think that's for the spheres for before. That card would be so much better if it was the same type instead of the same name. Yes, you are 100% right. That's coming from Call Me Mute. I've seen that been said before, and I almost think that would be almost a really OP type card for 3 Magicka, and I would hope they would have upgraded it to actually be an epic or even legendaries. If it's just the same type, that could be super specifically really good. Like, it would be if this was the same type, this would be such a great counter to orcs. Like, think about what this would demolish orc decks if it was the same type. Like, oh, it would be so good for against orc decks as a 3 cost right there. It's better than Crushing Blow and stuff like that. And I understand why people don't want to play this. Like I said, a Crushing Blow certain times is better because it has a reach. If that's what you want, to reach the opponent's face to damage them to win the match, then Crushing Blow gives you that option. This doesn't give you that option. This only goes ahead and just deal damage to creatures with the same type of names. Now, the interesting thing about this as something else other than Ice Storm that could target different monsters, if you have, let me bring up the card right now. Like I said, sorry that I'm not 100% ready for everything because this is not what I was planning to do today. We were going to do something fun with gameplay, but I have everything in reserves because I want you guys to see. Boom. So, other than Ice Storm, this is another way that, you could possibly, combo this with the breakthrough ability, because let's just say you're playing a bunch of Imperial Grunts, or your opponent's playing. I know people don't play much Imperial Reinforcements. I'm just saying there's combos to be had. There are combos to be had, and ideas. Like, you're never going to be able to play this and Ice. No, I can't say never. You actually, let's see, 8. I mean, if you boost a Magicka, you could, or if you had the Ring of Magicka, you can't. Even if you have the Ring of Magicka, you could, because this is 8 Magicka. And then you only get up to 12, so no, that's only 4. But you could play these 2 in one turn. So, like, that's just something I'm thinking. Like, that could be an option eventually if there's a bunch of Imperial Grunts, that breakthrough damage at 2 as breakthrough could give you the game. Just different things might be possible, and we're gonna have to wait and see. Really, if anything out there could affect this, if there's gonna be another card that says change all creatures to the same name, and who knows? Even a card like that might not even be getting much play, but. Just my opinion right now. Could be something. This could be something where it's in the game right now for later, when it's more cards get released and more expansion in years. This seems like something you put in the game early for when the game grows. That's when it's going to see a lot more play. Maybe right this moment when we don't have 1,000 cards in the game. If we ever get to the point where it's like Yu-Gi-Oh, maybe like there's 5,000 or whatever amount of cards are in Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic the Gathering, then like certain decks, may have a lot of cards with the same name. Maybe there'll be more cards that have Imperial Might type stuff would spawn out the same type of creatures. Alright, enough of that one right there. I know some people. I just wanted to talk about it. I just don't want people to disregard that card yet, guys. Khajiits. Yeah, please tag my name, guys. Yeah, Pokemon. There's lots of Pokemon now, guys. Please tag my name in chat every time you want to say something to me or just ask me questions. I will have a question segment at the end of the show. Alright, let's move on from there, guys. Let's talk about another card that has come in to the expansion and it was revealed not too long ago. Actually, it was revealed just a few hours ago, in fact. Alright, Daring Hiss. So this is one of those interesting card. Pot of Greed. But Pot of Greed with a very catchy condition. Because overall, 3 Magicka to draw 2 cards, I don't actually think it's that bad. When you think about stuff like not Daring Hiss, I was about to say the same card again. If you think about cards that are in the game right now, let's say like Willpower, the Khajiits, Blood Pact Messenger, right? 2 Magicka, draw 2 cards, and sacrifice Blood Pact and then turn. Like, the condition to get this work is pretty tricky. So you would think like, oh, playing 3 Magicka and then having the ability to get 2 cards is not bad at all. But it catches here that, Daring Hiss cannot be played unless a creature in each lane's damage your opponent this turn. That's what makes this hard, even a lot harder than the Blood Pact Messenger. Because Blood Pact Messenger just has to be in the right lane and not have to be in the shadow lane and an attack, right? And if anything, you could equip the item to it. You could give it cover to stay alive. This card, you already have to be set up in a situation that maybe you're playing. Like, I don't even see this being played in tokens, but let's just say you're playing tokens, Imperial Grunts in each lane, then you attack. But I don't. This is the problem with this card. I can't think of a deck that would utilize this to the best of its ability, that it wouldn't slow down. I feel like this would slow down so many decks that would want to use it. Like, there's so many other ways to draw cards in green and agility that I'm just like, I'm not sure if I would want to play this card. I mean, I like the idea of drawing 2 cards, but the condition upon doing it is so tricky. But I did find a use for it. I did actually think of a use where this card might be actually good for a reason, dependent on the type of deck you are playing. Like I said, probably memes. But I think this is one of those perfect cards to combo with. Let me bring it up on the screen right now. Once again, guys, just give me a second to get it ready. With Barter. That's what I'm thinking. This is a Barter combo. This is the type of cards. And maybe this is like a situation where maybe we will see some cards keep adding to the game that are playable if the situation arises. But it would be pretty nice to be able to barter it away. Like, I'm just thinking right now, guys. I'm just thinking, as more cards get added to the game and things change, I would like to see a reason to play Barter. Like, right now, Barter as an epic is pretty bad as an epic card in the current way games are played and constructed. Yes, in stuff like Arena or memes, it's great, but I wouldn't mind seeing certain cards maybe eventually get its place in, a constructed deck for, like, playing in rank. Well, who knows if you want to, like, I'm just throwing out Hex Mage. What if there's more cards down the line that are like Hex Mage that deal damage every single time you play a action or something like that, to that effect? It would be fun and interesting to have a reason to play Barter more often and, to steal enemies' cards. So why not barter away? Right now, like I said, this is like a combo. You have to have these both in your hands, and you have to have Hex Mage on the field. You play Barter, steal your opponent creatures, do 2 damage with Hex Mage, and you possibly get a card in return. You get a card in return, hopefully it's a better card. Now, the funny thing about this, though, is now your opponent has to be in a situation where they could use this card, right? Now, if you know your opponent doesn't have creatures in both lanes to really be able to damage you with, or if you're playing a guard-heavy deck, then bartering this away could be in your favor. So, like, that's where I could see this being fun to play. That's where I could see it. You could set yourself up to give your opponent a card that they probably not going to have much use for in certain situations because you're defending against that. Just my thoughts here, but right now I'm going to say this is a card I really don't like to look at, and if there is something that I'm missing right now that could really make this card even better, I don't know what it is. Maybe if this was a 2 magic, like maybe if it was 2 Magicka just like Blood Pact Messenger, I could have gave it a little bit of a leeway, because if it's 2 Magicka, right, you could play 2 of them on turn 4. So that's what I'm trying to say here. Like, if this was 2 Magicka just like Blood Pact Messenger, on turn 4, if you're able to attack both lanes, you add this, you play 2 of these, and then you get yourself 4 cards. Something like that would have been really cool. It would have really felt like a real pot of greed. So just my opinions on this one right here. Not a big fan currently, but I still want to say I'm going to wait and see till I know the full deck list. Move decks. See, I understand what you're saying, Bones is turd with move decks, but I don't think that's a viable strategy right now, because I don't even think there's enough move cards in the game right now. Like, the lane conditions with the split lanes, I don't know if they want to add too many of them to have it actually work out that way. So, like, the lanes in the game are what makes the game interesting. So if they put too many cards that keep moving from lane to lane, it might just make not that whole entire having separate field lanes and shadow lanes feel maybe a bit broken, and I don't want that to ever happen. Yes, make more cards that move lanes, but even still, if you're moving one creature to the opposite lane, it still only can attack once. Like, you would need to have a situation where a creature could attack in the right lane, then move and attack in the left lane, and attack twice, like the Saber Cat. Like, if the situation comes to the point where, let me just bring the card back up on the screen right now. Give me a moment, guys. Okay, there it is. So if the situation comes up on the where we have this in our hand, right? And on another thing too, the move cards in the game right now, unless it's like the 0 cost one that moves you in the shadow, moves in the shadow, you know, move a friendly creature and move it again at the end of the turn. Like, you would have to have a situation. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. It's like you use move into shadow, and then you use Saber Cat, or whatever the hell the thing is called, Snowy Saber Cat. So you combo these together, and then you attack your opponent. And then you play this. So you either have this on the field already, or have 8 Magicka to pull this off. Like, I'm trying to say, like, I feel like this is the type of card that you usually want to play either early in game to get a bunch of cards in your hand, or maybe you want to play it later game to, after you played a bunch of cards, to get some cards back. But even at that, there are other ways to draw cards. And you don't want to be stuck with this in your hand if your opponent wipes the field. Let's say the monsters you summoned up earlier got hit with an Ice Storm, Dawn's Wrath, Piercing Javelin on one side, or just simply 2 big guards. Like, the move doesn't help with the big guards. That's my biggest thing. Like, you know, the card says Daring Hiss cannot be played unless a creature in each lane damage your opponent. Like, okay. Answer me this. Now, because I'm thinking, does this situation work? Are you trying to say, now maybe I'm not understanding you, are you thinking that if I played alt, right? Or if I attack with one creature and then move that same creature to the opposite lane, it works? Because I don't know. That's actually even, I just thought of that now. Maybe that's what you mean by moving creatures. Like, if you attack once with one creature on the right lane and then move it to the left lane, can I activate this? Now, I may be just confusing myself but I don't feel like that's how this card works. I feel like you have to actually attack with a creature in each lane, not just attack once and then move that said creature to the left lane and then activate its ability. Or another way to activate, no, it doesn't even, because I was going to say maybe Sharpshooter Scout, but you still need, it doesn't have charge. You would need a creature, this is what I'm thinking, you need some type of creature, maybe this is going to be added to the game, maybe added to green, who knows, that gets summoned, has charge, and does 1 damage ping. So you could summon it in the right lane, damage a creature, move it to the next lane, and then attack again, and that's how you could do it with 1 damage. Let me go read some comments from you guys and see if you guys let me see. Oh, maybe if the card was give a friendly creature in each lane pillar for a draw card this turn, kind of like banned. Okay, see, I like that. I like that idea a lot. Call me mute. Daring Hiss should either steal the 2 top cards of your opponent or 0 cost. It's an interesting card. It really is, because I'm going to need to test it. But right now, just from what I know of the game, I'm not saying I'm going to play it. I really don't know what deck I would actually add this into right now. I couldn't even think of one. I don't feel like it fits in Scout. A lot of time, Scout decks don't want to break runes too early. You know, so like I don't feel like it's a Scout type of card, but who knows? We'll wait and see. Let's keep on going. There's other cards that are gonna be revealed or have been revealed that we need to go ahead and discuss. All right. Actually, before we do that, let's see if Legends is back up. We will try live. All right. We got the spinny circle. Spinny circle. Is legend working? No, it's not. It took too long. Usually for my Legends copy, it already would have been in the game by now. So something's happening. Let's see if we can't go to. Let's actually look on Twitter. I actually would love to be able to give you guys a live update when it's back. So let's look on Twitter to see if there's anything said by Bethesda support. So here, let me bring up Bethesda support on Twitter right now. And we could actually check live to see if the game is working. Bethesda support. Let's see if they have said anything. 18 hours ago was the last tweet, but let's look at tweet replies. So sometimes you can see from companies if they don't say something public. So Bethesda support hasn't said anything. Let's just look for Bethesda. Maybe Bethesda has said something. Maybe they don't know. Maybe because people are not that. I'm pretty sure they know. Maybe because people are actually playing the game. Bethesda has. Let's look up Quake. Quake Champion. That's literally a game I am currently. Okay. Let's click hashtag. Let me see if anybody out there is complaining. 2 hours ago, nothing. Nobody else seems to have said anything else. So like, I don't know how many people are affected, because usually when things like this go out, like, you know, you would see somebody using the hashtag, use it, tweet it in the company, but I don't know. Hopefully it's something that gets resolved soon enough. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully we can do the tournament and have some fun with that. Alright, let's get into some other cards that were revealed, and it's definitely going to be some interesting ones. Alright. I was going to save this for last, but I got to do it now. I'm hyped. I'm so hyped for this card. I know it's not going to be some construct. Yo, guys, I want to see some ancient giants. I want to see some creative ways that people will try to get this card staying alive. I want to see everything that you possibly have. I want somebody to get this at 19 Magicka. I wanted somebody to get it over to 12, 20, and summon an Alduin. Whatever way you can do it. Because it's Pillifer. So to get it to 20, you would either need to make sure your opponent doesn't die because you've Pillifer 20 times. So they've had to get, like, I'm definitely going to be messing around with it. I'm going to feel, like, when the expansion comes out, I'm going to pick somebody in the community, in the Discord, and if somebody who wants to do it with me, we experiment. We could just do things and just see how kind of crazy things we could come up with. Because definitely my idea so far to keeping this from being silenced, we're definitely going to combo, let's not move my camera, we're definitely going to combo it with loot. So loot's definitely going to be on the table. That's going to be fun to put together and see how all that works together right there. Because, you know, you want to have it not be able to get silenced. So, because that'd be the worst thing ever. Could you imagine getting 12 cogs on this damn thing and then it goes ahead and gets silenced? Like, that's going to happen to somebody. Somebody's going to end up having that exact situation. Like, the opponent's just going to let this thing rack up cogs and then just silence. And you're going to feel sad. So, highly suggest if you're going to be playing this card, put a loot in it, and maybe, I don't know, I'm just thinking of different ways to possibly keep it safe. Play in a cover deck, so maybe we'll finally see a reason to start playing cards like Elixir of Light Feet. So, like, you know, you could combo with Elixir of Light Feet. Maybe an Embassy Disguise for a little bit. You know, you play this on it until you get in a situation where you can attack. Or if you're playing like in a cover move archer deck, maybe, you know, you could move it around with, you know, Archer's Gambit and then hit face to go ahead and get, you know, whatever the crazy situation might be. But I can't wait to see how people are gonna work out making this card work. I think loot is essential, especially with the Sorcerer's Negations out there. So you have to be careful of that. It's just how it's going to have to be. But I can't wait to see Ancient Giants, the Alduins, the Parthenax. But most likely what we're going to see most of the time, I think this card is going to usually only get one or two, because even if it gets one though, I think this is one of the cool cards, right? Okay, yeah, this is one of those cool cards, right? It can't have 0, because I was like, if it could have had 0 cogs and still have this effect happen, then you could get Dwarven spheres. Oops. I got it looks like I have a big old eye. I didn't mean to put that there. But yeah, but you can't do that, because even if it dies with 1, then you could get yourself a, Black Reach Builder. Could get yourself Shadowmere. Could get yourself a Mud Crab. Or you could get yourself a Word Wall. And 2 of these are... Actually, I would say, in general, 3 of these are fairly pretty good, except for the Mud Crab. I'm sorry, Mud Crab. I'm sorry. Like, if I got a Shadowmere, if I got to play Cog Collector 2 Magicka and get Shadowmere out of it, that's not a bad get, You could get Shadowmere from Cog Collector once it dies. You could kill it yourself and maybe even get lucky and get Cog Collector. If you have Dwarven Dynamo in your deck, like I have cards all over the place. Now you could give Shadowmere 3/3 guard. That's pretty useful. You could give Word Wall it. That's there's all types of possibilities with this strategy. You could give Black Reach Builder, like gain 2 health. Mud Crab, you could make it a guard. And if you're playing with playing with Shouts, well, getting Word Wall may not be bad either. It may be actually excellent. Might be exactly what you need. Like, I could see a situation already where, with Word Wall specifically, where somebody needed just one more Word Wall to power up a Drain Vitality to get their Drain, the giant bat from the graveyard to become a +5/5 to win the game for the big charge. And that could have happened. Like, that exact situation could happen. Word Wall into Soul Tear into hand and boom. Or Word Wall into Drain Vitality, level 3, white field. Word Wall into, probably not going to happen, Unrelenting Force and white on some of the whole field. Only reason I said Unrelenting Force and what probably happens is because people don't play that card. You don't even see Unrelenting Force most times, even in casuals. You'll see it in Arena, but people show that shout no love. No love. But I like this card. I like it a lot. Alright, let's see what people are saying. TNZ Gaming. Let's see what's up with you in chat. Let's bring up chat on the screen right now. Normally I have chat showing, but unfortunately things are just kind of erratic today. Not the way I would have wanted. I'm thinking if I should go see Justice League after this as well. That has nothing to do with this, what we're saying right now, but just something I want to mention. Let's scroll up to see what you were saying. Did you see the chicken video on the Elder Scrolls Legends Tavern? Oh, yes. Yes, I was... Thank you for reminding me. I'm definitely going to shout that out. It absolutely is an excellent video produced by Andy's Mod. Absolutely loved it. Putting that in my Pillifer deck. Yes, I mean, it's a new Pillifer card. I'm not sure if it's going to make Pillifer great again, but it will make Pillifer fun, for sure. More fun. Let's see what else we're saying. Argonians got great card. Better than Khajiit confirmed. There are some pretty cool Argonian cards, for sure. And let's just see what else everybody else says. Mud Crab OP, I'm sorry. I mean, like, Mud Crab is good, but I'm not sure about OP. But then again, I'm never gonna throw shade at Enraged Mud Crab. This card, guys, this card is legitimately decent. Like, only thing I would love to have on this card, I would want Prophecy. Give me a Mud Crab with Prophecy. Challenge time. Challenge, community challenge right here. Next freaking episode. I challenge everybody watching this to create their own Mud Crab card with Prophecy. Share it in the Discord. And I will go ahead and look at them all over next episode, and I'll pick the best one. I'm gonna show them all, but I'm gonna pick one that's gonna be the best. So that's the challenge. Create a playable Mud Crab. It could be memes, it could be legit, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna care about the art as much. So obviously, I don't expect you to draw the art. So you can look up pictures of crabs. It's gonna all be about the stats and what it does for being a prophecy mud crab. But let me just remind you guys though, a few things off the bat. Prophecy cards usually have some type of weakness, whether it's not a lot of health, you know, or maybe its effect is something you don't want to play from your hand. You want to play as a prophecy. So actually try to legit base it around like other prophecy cards. But the only reason I actually instantly thought of that because I was like, ooh, I would love for Mud Crab Ankle Snapper to replace Lurking Crocodile. I know, probably people who play Prophecy X will just play them both. Like Prophecy Battle Mage would just absolutely love to have a Mud Crab Ankle Snapper as a freaking Prophecy. But I would too. I think that's we need a Prophecy Mud Crab. So let me know, guys, in chat. Are you guys going to take me up on that challenge? If you guys don't know where to make custom cards for Legends, there's a website all about it. I will go ahead and link that in the description on YouTube. If you don't mind, Andy's Mod, my moderator in Twitch right now, could you please link to the website where you can make the custom cards so that everybody who's watching this right now on Twitch could get that link? And I got another question. God damn, I keep moving my thing. I'm so sorry. I was planning to do other things today. Let's see what TNZ Gaming was saying, and we'll go from there. Okay. Untitled Game Show, was the joking around about the OP mud Lindsay are making custom mud crabs for the next video. Oh, Lindsay, oh, okay, cool. I didn't actually know that you guys are doing that anyways, but I'm still gonna showcase whatever you guys make in the Discord. I'm still gonna showcase it. I think it'll be kind of fun for you guys to showcase your own stuff there. So yeah, here it goes, guys. That's it right there. Hot Cat Dylan did it. It's Elder Decks. I'll bring it up on screen. Maybe some of you guys don't know about it. I personally make my cards in Photoshop because it just gives me a little bit more flexibility. But in case you guys have never done it before, you guys don't trust the link, because I can understand that with the internet these days, you might not want to click on everything. I'll just show you guys a website myself. So if I'm willing to click on it, maybe that'll give you guys a little bit more faith. In general, mud crabs so far have been in neutral, but hey, who knows if you'll make yourself a mud crab in red. Let's just say, like, you know, you're making an aggro mud crab for whatever reason with neutral name Mad Krabby or Krabby. Oh, whatever you want to do, make it. Give the text you mad. Obviously with prophecy, deal 2 damage. You know, like when it gets prophecies or whatever you want to do right in there, just write P prophecy right now. Let's talk about its how do you make this? Let's make this 4 magicka cost card. Let's make this 4 health and 1 mad crab, and then put a picture, you know, put a race, whatever. So it's a prophecy. Doesn't have much. Its weakness, this will give you an idea. Its weakness is that it doesn't have much attack. You know, only 4 attacks, health. So it's prophecy, deal 2 damage. 4 magic is not very playable card, but most of the time mud crabs are very, you know, kind of weak cards in some sense. You know, maybe this is something you put in the item deck because it has so much health. You equipped items, whatever. Just something, you know, be fun with it. I'm trying to have fun with you guys. That's what I think this show is all about. Just hanging out and sharing the love of Legends. Mud crab that summons a random Khajiit. No, Dylan. It needs to summon another freaking mud crab. It makes sense if a mud crab summons another mud crab. I did remember, this was months ago. If somebody remembers the post, somebody did put up a post about custom mud crabs, like, you know, a whole entire expansion around mud crabs, and it would have been kind of interesting, like, if that actually ever happened. So you guys are taking inspiration from that as well. All right, I guess enough mud crab love for a second. Let's continue with the cards that were released, because I'm actually saving the best for last, which many of you guys probably know which card it is. But let's go ahead into Hallowed Deathpriest. Now, this card I like. This card seems good in control. It's good against Parthenax. It's good against a lot of. It's good against Tazcat. A lot of those high cards that you just want out of your opponent's deck, what are unique cards. This is a card. Transform the highest cost creature in your opponent's hand into a shivering Mommy. It could work as well with Dark Rebirth. You know, that's good. It's power, it's fine at 3. Its body is good at 5. Equipped items to it. You make it a guard using y'all shield. You know, all different type of things you could do with this and make it pretty valuable. I think this is one of those cards, like, you guys ever seen my Buff, Marry, Nerf series? I feel like this card is balanced. I think this card, for what it does, is 5 magicka, for the attack it has and the health, it's a good card. It's gonna make up. This card will see gameplay. I don't think it's one of those cards you want to see at the wayside. I think this is gonna be in a lot of people's decks. I think it's even gonna be played in Scout ramp decks. This is gonna be anti-Scout for Scouts. Like, you know, I can see people using this on their opponent for Scout decks. This is gonna get played against Scout decks at turn either 9 or turn 11. You know, like if you're afraid that your opponent. Why I say turn 9? If your opponent played 3 Thieves Guild Recruit, and there's a potential now that your opponent got the Parthenax and it reduced the cost to 10, you might want to play something like this at turn 9, you know, and then go ahead and turn that Parthenax into a Shivered the Mommy. If you are playing a Parthenax, playing a Scout, and they're playing Parthenax at turn 12, and they haven't played anything beforehand to make you think this cost would get reduced, play this. Your opponent from doing the whole entire Parthenax loop in Scout. Obviously, there's control decks that use something like this too. So this could be an anti-control. This could take care of something like the Dragonborn. You know, like there's so many cards that are unique, powerful cards that this could just really eliminate strategies around. If your opponent is planning on using this card right here in a control mage deck with that uses Dark Rebirth, whatever, you know, that just it takes care of this situation right here. Maybe not the, you know, because it's not a unique card, but getting rid of a Manticora could be something highly valuable to you. It's just really interesting stuff. And I'm saying creatures is because, you know, in most cases it's gonna be creatures. So I don't think this is something you want to play exactly on turn 5 unless you have another one in your hand right away. I think it's something you might want to keep until the right moment, depending on the deck you're playing with, you know. If you're playing against let's say not a rage archer. Let's say you're playing against a strength deck that doesn't like going past 7 magicka, and they run stuff like giant. Being able to turn a giant at the right time into that, it'll be amazing for you. So lots of fun stuff could happen with this. Lots of fun stuff. I really think this is gonna be a big card. Personally, super big. Let's see what else everybody else was saying. Get it, Andy. Hi, Cat Dylan. Okay. All right. Once again, for everybody watching this on YouTube, I'm sorry you don't see the chat always. It's just, well, because that thing's changed today. Alright, let's go last but not least. It has to be Sails Through the Storms. Who's hype? Who's hype? Tell me you're hype. This is one of those cards where, oh, it's so good. It's like, this is a 6 magicka that summons a top creature off your deck. Wait till I'm just thinking about this for future expansions. When you could search your deck and put one card at the top of your deck. Or there's a card that says, oh, return one creature in your hand to the top of your deck. You put back the Dragonborn in the top of your deck for whatever it's let's say there's a zero cost action that says place one creature on the top, take a card from your hand and place it on the top of your deck. May seem stupid, why the hell would you do that? But let's say you're playing with this and you play an assassin deck, I don't know, whatever, you play an assassin deck, put it back on the top of your deck, play Swim Through the Storm, boom, you get that card summoned immediately. I'm just thinking of late future stuff. I'm not even thinking about stuff that's in the game. Like, we all know what this could do right now, but think about down the line as more cards get added. This card is gonna be so beastie. So beastie. Oh, please don't nerf this card. Don't change it. Maybe it does need nerf eventually, but don't, like, maybe it will drop down. You know, don't change its effect. Keep it at 5. Drop it to 4/4, whatever. Don't change this effect. This has so many possibilities. Dark Rebirth. If you're let's say you play a Scout, you don't have to play Dark Rebirth. I just keep saying Dark Rebirth is an easy way, but obviously you could do it too with right here. There's so many ways to use this card to your advantage. Night to Remember, guys. you are at 6 Magicka right now, right? Do you play this right away? No, you do not. You wait till you are at 10 Magicka. You drop this bad boy on the field at night to remember it twice. Like, that's worth this thing being shackled. Like, boom, boom. 2 monsters from the top of your deck instantly. Now, you got to think about it, though. There are going to be kind of situations where you could screw yourself. Now, bear with me. The odds are not high, but this could happen. Let me bring it up for you guys. I just want to bring it up that it's never 100% that everything you get could be great. Hold on. Let me bring up the card. Well, I guess it depends on how you build your deck. Like, alright, forget it. I don't want to waste your time. But it's just in a situation. Let's just say you're playing this in an Archer deck. You might get Earthbound Spinner right away. And you don't have nothing you want to style on. So there is a disadvantage. You'll get cards sometimes before you want to use them. So it's not something I can say that's going to be every one of decks that's going to be agility. But I feel like this is going to be auto-include in so many decks. It makes me so hyped. Oh my god. I even want to include this in Pilfer decks. Like just being able to auto summon, like, play this, get a Pilfer creature on the field right away. If it could be Master of Thieves, it could get Master of Thieves just when you need it to work out. Like, so many ways this card is gonna be so good. Like, when I saw Lonith, I thought Lonith was awesome. This made me way hyper than Lonith. Like, Lonith, oh yeah, Lonith, you were last week. Nah, we got a new champion right now. We got a new champion right now, and it is you. So, yeah, even though we've seen Mechiner, Memory Wrath, there's been lots of other cool cards revealed so far. For me, it definitely, the baddest ass one is this one, because it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Let's go ahead and check out chat real quick, and then we'll go into the next topic for today that I was thinking about while trying to fix my account that wasn't getting fixed. Let's go ahead right here. Highcat Dylan says, meh? How can you say meh on that card? It's an Argonian, yes, not a Khajiit, but seriously. 9 out of 10. Yeah, it's like one of those cards, man. Untitled Game Show. Okay. OP in Monk's deck with Thieves' Den. Yeah, like, it's just so good. You guys will see the genuine hype for that card. Like, I'm just really excited to play this new expansion, man. I want it to be out already. It's the 18th right now. We got a few more weeks to go, unfortunately. But soon enough, we'll have it right there, guys. Soon enough. Alright. Untitled Game Show, check the custom cards in the Discord. I made you a gift. Okay, let's go bring up Discord. Hopefully I have Discord open up right now. And custom cards. And we already have our first mud crab. Let's open it up in a new link so I can see it better. Hold on a second. Let's put up chat. Oh, well, hold on. Put this here. And alright, here we go. First let me look at it right here. Alright, so here we go. Mud crab mother. Our prophecy, last crab. Summon and create enraged mud crab and eat. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Okay, so 5. See, I like this a lot because the stats are actually pretty good. The 4/3 is actually pretty good, but the 5 Magicka makes it that you wouldn't want to play this directly from your hand. In most cases, you wouldn't. Like, if you think about all the cards that are available right now in the neutral deck, which is where you would normally play something like this. Let me bring up some of those 5 costs neutral cards right now and take off the bar of the screen. Let's go to neutral. And I'm just talking about cards that are out right now. I'm not talking about, stuff that's going to be in the game with the expansion. But, like, for 5 Magicka, you could play this. You could have a copy of this in your deck, right? For 5 Magicka, I'm only talking about what's been revealed. Let me be clear. For 5 Magicka, you could play Clockwork Dragon. You could have 3 Clockwork Dragons, or you could have Mud Crab Mother. You know, like that's a possibility right there. For 5 Magicka, you could have this, but nobody will, because nobody, and I mean nobody, plays Forsaken Champion. So that is going to be our straw poll for today. Every time we do one of these, we always bring up a straw poll. So my straw poll for today is, ladies and gentlemen, when is the last time you have played Forsaken Champion? Let me bring it up. Straw poll. Alright, 1 second, guys. Let me put in the options. Give me a moment. Hold on. I'll bring it up on the screen so you can see me guys type it in. Alright. Last time you played Forsaken Champion. Nah, I should have put less than. Within the last week, within the last month, more than 6 months, and then never. Alright, so there we go. Let me paste the link in chat, and then we will start the fun right now. Go for it, 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 go for it. So there you go, guys. Forsaken Champion. Go place your votes, and we will see how that goes ahead and plays out. We will actually keep the results. Here's a pie chart. So here's the percentages. The percentages will get updated as you guys take the poll. And we'll just keep that in the corner up here, and then we'll actually reveal the results as we go. Okay. So, oh damn, it's changing up hard body. So yeah, that's all I'm trying to say, guys. Yeah, Clockwork Dragon, Barbarous, and there's other cards as well that you would make you not want to play the Mudcrab Mother. But then again, with all the cards that are coming out that interact with neutral cards, maybe the fact that this summons more, neutral cards when it dies may make it valuable. There might be other ways to boost neutral cards as things goes on. Keep getting those votes coming in, guys. Keep voting up. Keep voting up. Actually, hold on. Let's go ahead and actually share this up some more. 1 second. Let me just share this. Oh, wait. We have an update. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, live for you right now. Breaking news. No, let me stop. I don't know no news jingle. But we have breaking news from Bethesda's support. Finally, they have responded. Here we are, live update right here. So for everybody wondering, we're currently investigating account issues with Bethesda net servers. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for investigating, because I was freaking when I went to the website and tried to log in and it said my password was wrong. I'm like, I've streamed a lot, but I've never revealed my password in a stream. Like, I've literally always been logged into Legends or before I started streaming this game on purpose. I never want to have to put in a password stream. Just little things like that. Like, not happening, man. I don't have no weak ass passwords. It's not the time of day. Like, my password ain't password 123 or some bullshit like that. Oh man, I'll give you guys a good story. In high school, we had a teacher who had administrative access to everything, and one of my friends were always basically skipping class, but eventually he figured out what her password was because she left her computer in, and I guess, like, I don't know, I'm just guessing like how he figured it out, but I'm guessing it's like one of those things where maybe she like, you know, like how you write it in somewhere and on the computer and it like saved it. This is bad. This is like Windows X. Is it before XP? It would have to be before XP, wouldn't it? When did Windows, like, hold on. Sorry, I want to make sure. When the hell did Windows XP come out? Was it actually before XP? Hold up. I actually legitimately want to do that. Windows. It says nothing to do with Legends. Windows XP. But now I just want to know. Windows XP released initially. No, it's not before XP. It's 2001. So this must have been around the time of Windows XP. But I know he must have had some older computers or old operating system around time. But point being, he figured out a password. And he never showed up to class really. Just dropped in and eventually just went ahead and logged in and just changed his scores. Like, he just did it on the computer. Now, her password was Apple. So even if it wasn't like, you know, whatever way he figured it out, which I think it was like literally she left it written down somewhere, that's a pretty bad password for a teacher. Pretty bad. But this is pre-Facebook. Wait, when did Facebook? I should actually say that. When did Facebook start? Let's look that up. Facebook. I sure as hell wasn't on Facebook back when I was in high school. Facebook. Yeah, this is pre-Facebook. Facebook is 2004. Damn, I'm old. God damn. Now that I'm thinking, like, damn, Facebook is only 2004? Seriously? Damn. No wonder I remember MySpace so full, you know. Oh, we have another one coming from Call Me Mute. Another mud crab. Let's see what he brought up. Remember, guys, go into the Discord, make your own mud crabs. And I shouldn't really spoil them all right now, but I'm going to be letting people know in other videos throughout the week to make them. Okay. Inspiring mud crab. I like the little effect around it. It makes it like, oh. 2-1. Prophecy. Summon. Give a friendly mud crab plus 1/1. Okay, so this is very similar to other creatures right now in neutral. This is like, where is it? Give me a second to find the card. Frenzied Witchman. Just not as much powerful in a sense, because Frenzied Witchman gives 2/1 to any creature. This is specifically the mud crab, so it worked great in mud crab deck. But the difference is Frenzied Witchman is not a prophecy. So that's where, like, this could be legitimately okay. You know, that could be legitimately okay. I mean, what would make this card really great is if it says give plus 1/1 to, like, give a mud crab plus 1/1. You know, like, so it says friendly means that it cannot give it to itself, you know? So it would need to say, basically the same, give a creature plus 1/1. It would need to say give a mud crab plus 1/1. That's how you would written the same thing, like how Frenzied Witchman would work, and so you could give it to itself. But once again, that's balance. That's what I'm trying to talk about. Cards with prophecy needs to be balanced to the right portion to make it not be too strong, because if you could play prophecy decks, it could be really risky, because we have to think about stuff with prophecy. This is why I think that the developers have been pretty smart overall on which cards get prophecy, and which cards don't. And I mean, if you go back to look at some of the cards that have been nerfed, there have been prophecy cards that have been changed, but not many have been like drastically changed over time. Because as there are cards right now like Fate that summons up prophecy creatures where it could get really dangerous if you're playing like in intelligence attributes, we haven't seen another card like this, you know? We haven't seen anything like this, and I think this card right here has its own downfall. It's a 6 magic of 3/3. That's not, like, that's not strong. It's not going to be surviving very long, and it's not going to be destroying that many creatures. Who, especially now when you think about like how the game is turning out with the new cards being added to the game, there's some really now powerful cards that seemingly are going to be making your opponents really, really work to take them out. Because think about if you're playing a prophecy deck and then on turn 6, you play this dumb thing and you don't get a prophecy and your opponent has this. You know? This plays off of prophecy decks. So if you do get a prophecy, it helps him. It helps your opponent. And if you don't, you still can't even trade with this. Like, this thing has 6 damn health. That is a lot of damn health. That's like a significant amount of freaking health right there. On top of the other new card that was just released by Gym Class Hero. Shout out to Gym Class Hero. He has joined the Discord and he's an awesome other streamer. So let's go bring up his new card if you guys haven't seen it, because I actually did forget about that one until the second. I legitimately forgot about Gym Class Hero's card because I haven't even talked about it yet. Let me go look it up right now. Let's open the link. Let me go to Gym Class Hero's Twitter. Give me a moment to bring that up. So GC Hero. Let me give him a shout out directly so you guys could see what's it about. I just don't want to... There you go, Gym Class Hero. Let's bring this over here. I'm hoping this episode's not really bad because I couldn't go in game. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying this. Please let me know. Not what I was planning on doing, but should still be at least fun. But here we go. Rifting Lawkeeper. Breakthrough. Summon. Gain 4 health. I like it. I like it. 4 Magicka with Breakthrough in Willpower. Now, obviously with Breakthrough, the best place you want to see something like this is Crusaders. So this could be another card to play in the Crusader decks. Now there's the 4 Magicka is a very interesting spot in a Crusader deck. There's a lot of different cards you might want to run. You might want, some decks might want to run other defensive stuff like Hive Defender for some reason. Like if you want to wait until you're not trying to play super aggro and you're waiting until you could start getting your Unstoppable Rage in play, you're playing late game, maybe you're playing into Forge as well, you know, who knows. But I think the Breakthrough gives more options, and that's really what I think is really key here, is the card having Breakthrough even more than the card having 4 health. The 4 health definitely helps, and it could go ahead and replace other cards, because this is what I'm thinking right now, right? Let me just make this a little small and bring this over here. So once again, big shout out to Gym Class Hero. Let me bring this over. There are cards where legitimately I think this card will fit. And we're going to get back to the poll. Don't forget, guys. I didn't forget about the poll. I'm just letting everybody go ahead and vote. So give me a second. Just give me a second to bring up the cards in the game. And I will show you what I'm thinking. Because I know some people right now are thinking like this, like, you know, why would you play this? But no. There are cards out there that you'd want to use it over. Okay. Knight of the Hour. Prophecy card. Gives you 4 health and guard. It doesn't last. It doesn't live long. It doesn't live long at all. But I do have decks where I play Knight of the Hour combined with Dark Rebirth to gain some health. In those decks, like my Madoran Memes deck, I legitimately would feel okay because I have enough other guards taking out Knight of the Hour and replacing it with Lawbreaker. Personally, just it will be an okay trade because I have other guards in the deck, and I would prefer something that with a little bit more survivability than something that could be killed with a Crushing Blow or many other, like, you know, many other ways of removing a card like this in the game. Now, obviously, this still could be taken out by a Lightning Bolt, but with having 4 health, it gives it more tradability than many other cards. You can play 2 of these at turn 8. You have to wait till turn 10 to play 2 of these. Turn 8, you could get 8 health back. Turn 10, you only gain 6. The key here is the weakness of this card is that it has Prophecy. If this is one of the few cards in your deck with Prophecy, then I understand why you want to have it. If you feel like you need the 3 health and you need the guard, well, I'm almost going to say that you may have not made your deck correctly. Because it's like, you probably should have thought of another way to have guards and maybe a different way to gain health. And then this is your only, like, you need to have this as a Prophecy and get it as a Prophecy. So as somebody who has decks that are based, that use this as a way to gain health and as a guard too, but not necessarily needed to be a guard, then I'm perfectly okay not running this card over this. And then at the same time, I actually could play both. Because the decks that I'm playing with this is a form of control deck that's a meme deck that makes you want the game to go as long as possible to make copies of Dorn fans and stuff like that. that I feel like there will be use for this card. And I'm talking about Mage right here, but I feel like this is going to be something fun for a Crusader. I think it will have its place. Now, let's actually address the situation with it having competition in 4 Magicka. If you want to think about that on the curve, there's stuff like Black Dragon. Like, are you going to put, are you going to do 2 copies of this and 1 copy of Black Dragon? That's another option right there for some people, right? What are you going to pick? Are you going to pick it over a card like Guardian? And I'm going to say in most decks, actually, yes, you would pick this over Guardian. Guardian's not a great card on its own. It's a card about synchronizing with other dragon cards. It has its place. Guardian works absolutely epic when you have stuff like Devour in your deck early game. You could use Devour, and if you have Guardian, it's a 4 Magicka. You might get that Ward, you might get that Drain, you might get the Lethal, and be really useful. And on top of Devour, there's other stuff like not Cliff Racer. My God, I was about to say Cliff Racer. This card right here, Cliff Racer, wrong one. Cliffside Lookout. With Cliffside Lookout works really well with Guardian. There's lots of cards. Woodland Lookout works with Guardian. It works with all. Guardian works well with Alduin decks. It's a cheap dragon you can put out really early to have go ahead and die. So that's the type of situation right there where I said, like, yeah, if you're playing like a deck that syncs together, yeah, this Guardian's great, but I would play this in a heartbeat over Guardian because, yeah, it's a guard, but it's not a great guard versus something like Hive Defender in its own right. So let's look at Hive Defender right here, right? This is a little side thing. I just wanted to just say because I'm just looking. Man, we give Hive Warrior no love. I'm sorry, Hive Warrior. I mean, this card is even better than Hive Warrior. Like, I would play, let's compare 2 cards with Breakthrough. I would play this any day over Hive Warrior. That 1 extra health and the gain 4 with Breakthrough, like, yeah, you have 6 damage, but hell no, I ain't gonna play Hive Warrior. And remember too, this synchronizes with other decks too because it's a Nord. This has some syncing with Nord decks. So like if you're gonna want to play with Nords, then sure, that's kind of pretty cool. There are cards out there that draw out Nords into your hand. Let's go ahead and bring this up right now. So I don't want to throw this card under the bus. I think there is going to be legit uses in specific type of decks. Like Ulfric Stormcloak. When you play a shout, draw a random Nord from your deck. You play a shout. I know Unrelenting Force sucks, so that's why this card doesn't get seen. But let's just say the new expansion comes, there's more reason to play Unrelenting Force, whatever it might be. And I feel like I really do feel like sooner or later they're gonna have to do something to Unrelenting Force, like something. They need to buff that damn card to some way. Figure it out. I don't know. I'm not a game developer. Figure it out. Unrelenting Force needs a buff of some sort. And I don't know what it is because I'm not a damn game developer, and I'll admit that. But it needs some type of tweaking to get some love. This card needs some love right here. I don't know if it's dropped down to 2 Magicka. Maybe it stays at 3 Magicka, and the way it works at level 1 changes. I don't know. But something needs to change with that card for it to see more play in competitive scene, or even just basically in rank. Okay, anyways, back on point. When that happens, well, why not? Sure. So, just my thoughts right there, guys. Just my thoughts. Is it better than Hive Defender? In the decks that you're playing Hive Defender in, no. In most cases, the decks that you're playing Hive Defender for the 4 spot. Now, once again, if you want to play both, that's a possibility. Like, there are certain decks that play Hive Defender and a card like Cloud Rest Illusionist. Not Cloud Rest. The card that right here. Oh yeah, it is Cloud. Yeah, it's Cloud Rest. Oh, I thought I said the wrong one. But if you don't need the prophecy, if that's not the reason why you need her, maybe you scoot her away and add this. I don't know. Just my thoughts. Actually, let's just keep going through some other cards. I actually want to see what other 4 drops. So, other 4 drops that are important are Imperial Reinforcement. In some decks that run Imperial Reinforcement, I'm not sure if I would take Rifting Lawkeeper over Reinforcement if I'm just talking specifically about the 4 spot, not about having them both. it's not maybe something I would do right there, you know? Imperial Camp. It's such a situational card anyways, so it's like, I don't know about that. Dawnbreaker? Hell no. Come on. Dawnbreaker's awesome. But you can have 3 copies of this, so you can do 2 of these, 1 Dawnbreaker. But Dawnbreaker's damn good. Dawnbreaker's damn good. Damn good. It's already better than this. Like, come on. We could definitely admit that. Paladin is one of those cards that's seriously had good play when the early closed beta. Like, when the closed beta was around, card was getting played. It was fun to use. These days, it doesn't see much use, even in casuals. Like, you know, maybe in like the higher ranks for newer players, it'll get its use there. That it's okay. So yeah, there you go, guys. That's just looking at willpower. Obviously, depending on what attribute you combine it with, it's going to affect it. But I feel like I'm gonna have fun testing it out in Crusaders, especially with the new cards out there, especially with the new what's it called again? The new item stuff coming out to get a treasure hunt, and just like I know that it's probably because of treasure hunt, we're probably going to see new items as well, and maybe different types of item decks. This could be fun to play in different types of item decks. Maybe it'd be fun to play in a Crusader, treasure hunt, rage deck. Just something I just thought of now. You know, like why not play rage? Like, you know, those treasure hunt cards with unstoppable rage, and then some of those creatures could have, you know, breakthrough because of items, and who knows, just could be fun situation. We're gonna have to wait and see. Certain things are definitely gonna change. I think the way item decks work are gonna change in the game as we have these new abilities added to the game and new items added as well. Let me go into chat and then we go read stuff about this. All right, 1 second, guys. And I just want to mention to everybody that, remember, we're still going to get a monthly reward card along with our... Along with the new expansion, we still get a new monthly reward card. So we're going to have to see what that's all about as well. So that should be a lot of fun to check out. So I think we went over all the new cards. I did take a longer time than I expected to do it. But I think that's a good thing anyways, because it's an interesting subject to talk about. And let me go through chat. Let's see what everybody was saying. Riften Lock Keepers is average 5 out of 10. That's coming from Victory. I don't blame you for saying that. I'm not saying it's you know, game changer. It's not gonna be Sales Through the Night or whatever that card is called. It's not gonna be Lonith. Not Cog Collector. I know Cog Collector is not a game changer, but it's gonna be a fun card for sure. Let's see what else everybody says. Is there a prophecy card quota you guys try to reach when you build a deck, or do you guys just put prophecy in because it happens to be good? No, I do not have a prophecy quota. Actually, in fact, it's all about what I'm trying to accomplish with the deck. Like, I have scout decks that are ramp that feature no prophecies at all. Like, it's just not a thing that needs to be. It doesn't have Moonlight Werebat, but I do have scout decks that have it. It all depends on what that prophecy card could add to the deck. Like, if that prophecy card could actually dramatically change the way I play the deck, then sure. So, like, I think most cases, the decks that I have the most that don't feature prophecy are usually scout decks and orc, very focused orc decks that really just want to hit face and may not even use Gatekeeper in the way that they're playing the match. And if it is going to be a situation where, okay, I do want more orcs, and maybe I do need a Gatekeeper, and the Gatekeeper is just added because it could work and it powers a creature, and it just happens to have prophecy as well and works with the situation. It's all about what I'm trying to accomplish with a deck, more or less. Am I going to make this deck have 9 prophecies or 12 prophecies or 6? But with that being said, I usually, when I'm building a deck, now I don't know if the designer designed it this way. When I'm building a deck that's not designed around the prophecy mechanic per se, I'm just trying to accomplish one costume, I've noticed that I usually am either on the 6 prophecy cards or 9. It just seems that the deck ends up that way. Like, I'll end up having 3 lightning bolts. I'll end up having, if it's an assassin, I'll have 3 lightning bolts. I might have a Drain Bat as well, and I'm just thinking of a prophecy card time. I might have a Shrieking Harpy. So, you know, those could be my 9 prophecy cards right there. So that just happens while I'm building the deck. And it obviously depends. If you're going to be playing an intelligence deck, right, I can't even think of a card that probably gets played more. Like, if you guys want to challenge me on this, I really feel like Lightning Bolt probably is the most played card in any deck in the game. It's just like I can't say any deck, any intelligence deck in the game. Like, it just has to be. Like, at this point, that's like an auto-include. So, if a prophecy card is an auto-include in almost every single intelligence deck, then it's a prophecy that you just automatically add. There was a time when Shrieking Harpy wasn't nerfed, that Shrieking Harpy was like in, hell yeah, the Listener too. The Listener in agility, throw the Listener in there. Now, times have changed, obviously, but like Harpy was almost an auto-include. So if you was Harpy was almost always an auto-include, and Lightning Bolt pretty much is an auto-include. That's 6 prophecy cards right there, and I think that's important to just talk about it that way. It's like, it's what you need to accomplish what you want to do with the deck, whether that's meming, whether that's construction for something rank, you know, just go from it that way. All right, so just want to clear that up. Just give you my take on it too. And obviously the same thing works if you're making a prophecy deck. And I don't feel like people need to always have prophecy cards in their deck. It's like, if you don't have prophecy cards, then make sure you have enough guards to defend yourself. Make sure you have ways to regenerate health. You just got to balance everything. Because if you don't have prophecy cards, that means that you're drawing cards. And maybe you want to draw cards. Maybe your whole strategy is, let my opponent hit me, and I just draw the cards in my hand. Because that's another thing to think about the prophecy system. The prophecy system is that you put a card in your deck that is a prophecy, but that prophecy card has some type of weakness. And usually you want to get it from a prophecy so you can play it instantly. But sometimes you just want cards in your hand. Like, maybe that's the thing. Especially if you're thinking about playing into something like a Swindler's Market. Maybe you just want more cards in your hand that draws more cards. So then maybe you get that 3 Swindler's Markets out and get a bunch of 0 cost actions and then just start going to face with that. So, yeah. I kind of went a little long with that, but I'm a passionate dude about this game sometimes. Hive Warrior is a sad card. That's coming from Victory again. It's not underrated, but it is underrated 610 like. Hey, Untitled Chapter, I forgot it's that time of month. What do you mean? Okay, I must have missed a comment up above, whatever. Oh, this is my first time on this channel and I'm happy I found it. Well, welcome. I'm glad you found it. I have a YouTube channel as well. My name is Beaky. I'm with the Untitled Game Show. That's my channel with 20,000 subscribers. And obviously I have an Elder Scrolls Legends YouTube channel with a little over about 1,500 subscribers. We're going to get to 1,500 soon enough. My Elder Scrolls Legends videos on YouTube are now ad-free. I've just decided to, I'm not going to make any money from them, so why put ads on them? Just let you guys enjoy them. This video won't make any money. I won't make any money from this, guys. I'm here talking about a game I love just because I like it. Not making anything from this. Not sponsored by Bethesda. Don't have a Patreon. I'm just not getting nothing. So, just doing this for the love of the game. I will say, though, I do take donations, but that's my donation thing there on Twitch. I haven't even mentioned, I've probably been streaming for over an hour now, and I haven't even mentioned donations till I read this. I don't even mention donations when I'm streaming. So, just doing it because I like doing it, talking about this game. So, hope you enjoyed that, guys. Lindsay Bear, Beaky is great. Thank you, guys. I like the Elder Scrolls Legends community in general, but Legends community is great. Oh, the Elder Scrolls, yep, Elder Scrolls community for sure. Yeah, the Elder Scrolls community in general is awesome. I'm sorry, Dylan, I can't see my better TV thing is still broken. I don't know what the hell's up with that. All right, guys, so make sure you guys go ahead and add me. Somebody wrote drops. So yeah, guys, if you write drops, so if nobody doesn't know this yet, we put a little funny command in the mods and me that this is what happens if you write the drop thing in chat. So don't write this, or else you're gonna mess up your chance to get drops. You fool, you have just lowered your chance for getting a drop by 35% in any chance for you in the next hour. I can't believe it. Andy resubbed. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for resubbing, Andy. I'm sorry I can't see any notifications and stuff like that because, well, everything's kind of down, as you guys saw. What the hell just happened? No! Why did everything go black? Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, everything's kind of off right now, so thank you so much, Andy, for resubbing. Much appreciated. Also, I've never gotten any payout from Twitch yet. I don't even know how long it takes to get paid out from Twitch. Maybe, I think you don't get paid out from Twitch until you hit over $100. And as I haven't hit $100 again at this point, that I haven't gotten a payout. So like I said, I've been streaming Legends for months for free. I'm just doing it because, whatever. I like the game. I like the game. I like the game. Also, I have been liking Gwent a lot. Like, what was it, 2 days ago, I spent a good 4 hours watching YouTube videos, and instead of playing Legends, like, I'll tell you exactly what happened. I went into Legends, I was playing a match, you know, just like my first match of the day, and my opponent beat me in some cheesy way. I'm not gonna get into detail. I was just like, oh, all right, I'm gonna get into it. I know people hate when I say I hate Swindler's Market. I hate the card Swindler's Market. I hate it because I hate what it's about. I hate how it works in the game. I don't like how it interacts with the game. I don't like the idea of just hoarding cards in your hand and then waiting till the last second and just playing cards, and then your opponent cannot react to it because there is no prophecy card in Legends currently that's a prophecy and remove support. Until the damn day Legends makes a prophecy card that has prophecy and has the ability to remove a support, I'm probably going to hate Swindler's Market. Because there have been so many times I've gotten prophecies that gave me health or gave me a guard, but it's still not enough to stop the Swindler's Market stuff. So until we get to the day we get a prophecy, remove a support card, I'm probably going to still hate that card. Now, let me stop ranting about that card. Like I said, it's my most hated card in this game. Now, I feel like that's okay. If you have your favorite card, there has to be something you don't like, and it's just the mechanic in the game that I don't like the most. Now, besides that happened. I lost to that in rank, and I just said, I'm gonna play Gwent. I just closed it. That was my first match. I closed the game. I was like, and I sat there for 4 hours learning Gwent against the AI. I was doing challenges. I lost so much, but I learned so much more. Like, it took a long time for me to learn a lot. So now, actually, to the point now that I feel like I went back and started playing some like casual matches, and I was beating people. Remember, I'm a brand new player. I started beating people that were way higher level than me. Like, I'm not saying way, but higher level than me. That was unbelievable. Like, they had cool icons. They had cards I've never even seen. Special legend. I was like, oh, I just gotta play smart with the cards I have. I made this is an episode of Legend podcast, but I was just something else I was fun doing. Let me go ahead and read some chat before we get into the final topic for today, which I should already did. Okay. Do you ever play matches against chat or ever stream? Oh, I play matches against chat all the time. As Andy Mod, Highcat Dylan, Call Me Mute will tell you that I do actually go ahead and do tournaments in the Discord, and they organize tournaments, and I should be doing tournaments every single week. But I'm working, and work. I actually have to pay my bills, so I have to work at some point. So with that being said, sometimes I don't get a chance to go ahead and play with you guys or do those tournaments. And okay, I can't see what I was about to say. Sometimes I forget that I know stuff more than you guys. I can't even say what I was about to say. Forget that. And point being, yes, I do. And another way you guys could go ahead and play me in matches is something I will show you guys right now who are new to me streaming. Every time I do a stream that's just like a regular match, you guys are going to see a bit of echo, I guess you could say, in the video form. You guys will go right here, click this little button. Click right over here. It says redeem Beaky drops. You usually get them while I'm streaming. I'm sorry I didn't have them turned on today because I'm a fool. Click that little button, and then right over here it says oh no, actually I took off the reward. I was gonna say I had a way here, but no. Actually, yeah, I forgot. I took the reward away. If you just want to have a match with me, I'm streaming, just ask me. I forgot. I took the reward away. I didn't make this a reward. But here are different rewards you guys could get for just watching my stream. You get points while you're watching my stream. They're called Beaky drops. That's just what we call them. And you can redeem from them to have unskippable songs from song requests. Like if you want to play Kids Bop, which I hate. You guys torture me with Kids Bop all the time. Thank you, Andy, Dylan, and anybody else who does that. Or Fireflies. Oh my god, Fireflies. get a YouTube shout out, deck pick casuals. If you want to see me lose, you can pick a deck that has something to do with memes and force me to play it in rank or casuals. YouTube shout out Friends Forever and Elder Scrolls Legends. This is very specific. The reason why it's Friends Forever, I will add people to the game, but I have to delete people when I'm adding people for tournaments. So unfortunately, for you to be permanently added as a friend, it would be somebody I see all the time in chat and I'll just do it automatically, or you are somebody who is like a moderator. So like somebody that call me mute, Lindsay Bear, High Cat Dylan, because they're here every week whenever I stream, I'm not going to delete them. But, you know, like if I don't see you on stream or interact with you enough, I probably would pick you as a person to delete just so we could do the tournaments. Because right now we only have 150 friends in Elder Scrolls Legends. And yeah, guys, I'm at 150 friends in the game. As amazing that is. Okay, Firefly. No Fireflies. No Kid Bops. Banned. I need to make a new emote that's just banned. Ban. Alright, last topic of the day, and it has something to do with this card right here, because we just did a Chaos Arena and I feel like it's so fitting. So we just did a Chaos Arena with the Wabbajack edition, right? And it really got me thinking, man, we could have so many different type of rumbles in this game that it would be unbelievable. Now, let me just go ahead and show you guys the video, just in case some of you guys, like I said, some of you guys are new. Here is the video I'm talking about. It was just posted on YouTube, and yeah, it's called Betrayed by My Own Archer Deck, Wabbajack Edition. So I played through my this deck right here, and I'm just gonna pimp myself a little bit because I just absolutely been loving the thumbnails I've made for this game recently. I think they're just so cool. Before we get to the topic, like, guys, I'm gonna cover myself up. This is pretty cool, right? Like, let me know in chat. That's a pretty cool thumbnail. Like, I'm thinking my thumbnail skills are becoming cleaner and they're looking better. It's like I made that one recently, and this one too, I think does a really nice job. Like the Dark Rebirth, the orcs, it just is clean. I think the art in this game is so cool, so they make really great thumbnails. Alright, anyways, back on point. Back to good old Wabbajack. So we have the Wabbajack Edition Chaos Arena. And I was just thinking, like, why do we have to see Sargoth only in Chaos Arena? Why? It'll be fun to have like a Rumble event, where you could pick your own deck and you get some of the crazy scenarios and lane conditions like you do in, like, you know, Chaos Arena. I think things like that could cross over. Play your own deck, and you know, right now we have it where, you know, Chaos Arena is you build the draft, your deck, and you put it together, and that's it. Or you go into Soul Arena and try out it that way. But Rumbles could be fun to play that way, you know, like just something interesting. I know people usually take them a lot more serious, but I think you can mix it up a lot. I think you can have different type of events weekly. I don't feel like we need to just have the Chaos Arena once a week and then have one Rumble. I think they could do even a weekly Rumble, even if it's just for a day. I don't understand they don't want split up the audience too much and make too many people playing casuals, too many people playing rank, and some people playing this new Rumble. But even if it was like a one-day Rumble once a week, a Friday Rumble, like, it would just add so much to the game. Something like this. Now, I'm not saying this only has to be something with RNG, because people are going to hate some of the RNG stuff. There's really all different type of ideas, all different types of Rumble. Like, we had the whole entire all common cards. Like, you could even do a Chaos Arena that's all common. A versus arena, a one-day event versus arena, all common card draft. You know, just mix it up. I'm not sure if there's enough cards in the game to really make that super interesting, but I just think that, like, we could do more stuff to make things a little hyped up on a week-to-week basis, getting people to play the game on a specific day. If you know that a bunch of people are going to be playing the game on Friday every single week, there's going to be an event week, you know, like event day, like, you know, or maybe that's going to be like a Thursday, because then the weekend is going to be maybe if there's Chaos Arena, something like that, you know, so it may not overlap. So you make it a Thursday, every single Thursday there's some type of special Rumble, special versus arena condition, just something to add that getting people to come back to the game and just being a reason to play. And I understand they've already done that with the whole entire collect your reward, collect your soul gems, collect your coins. But I could be a little bit say this that I don't care. Logging rewards, I thought it was gonna make me log it every single day. But been days that I was like, no. I guess it's something that I get from like me hating some other mobile games, that it's like, I mean, it's nice if I get gold, it's nice if I get a card, but maybe because I'm a long time player and I have a lot of these cards or I have gold at this point, that's not what brings me to the game. It's not the goal. It's not getting some gold when I log in. It's not even drops, guys. I don't sit around in Twitch streams anymore really trying to get drops. I should, because the new expansions come in, and I suggest you guys do it. But like I've already said, I'm already going to support the game by buying this expansion with cash. And Bethesda already said that they're going to be doing an invitational where, like, you know, some of us are going to get access to it. And usually when they do that, they give, like, you know, streamers a free copy. If I get a free copy of the expansion, I'm just going to give it away to you guys. You guys heard me say it right now. They give me a free copy of the expansion, I'm just going to give it to you guys. I'm just going to do a giveaway and one of you guys could get it. So for me, what gets me coming back to the game is having Versus Arena, having these rumbles, having different types of rumbles, having different types of events, having a reason gameplay-wise to log in. Yes, getting golds, getting soul gems are great, especially for newer players who don't have a full collection. But right now, like, I have a full collection, I'm here for the gameplay, for the interaction, things that keep things fresh. Just me, guys. And before this subject is over, I do actually want to a little bit talk about lane conditions for Chaos Arena. So right now we have one situation, like lane condition and scenarios together. So we have stuff like when you summon a creature, gain a health. Summon a creature, make a copy of it. Summon a creature with less than 2 health, attack, give it ward. Summon a guard, summon a big creature, make it a guard if it has 5 or 5 health, or summon a guard and it gets plus 1 attack, plus 1 health. Like, I'm just thinking of some of the situations. Swap decks, zoo lane, all different type of things like that, right? I think we could expand on that crazy. I think Chaos Arena could get even crazier. And it's only for certain events. Like, I'm not saying like every single one will be the extreme version of it, you know, like you start a match, like, you know, now you could pick some crazy cards from completely different attributes, right? You know, like it just gives you 3 random cards from different attributes. Like it gives you 6 and you get to pick 3, you know, like, you know, from different rarity, a common, epic, a rare, you know, just stuff like that to just really keep everybody on their feet, keep everybody thinking. And reason why I'm saying this the way I'm saying is that I know there are people who hate RNG, and I know that, but I think it's actually super important to do things like this to keep the game fresh and keep there being something new every single week, because it'll keep players interested. There's a thing with video games where you just suddenly slowly stop playing over time because it's the same thing. You have played the same scout deck a million times and you know the possibilities in that deck. And some of you guys will say you just play arena, it has a lot of versatility. I am talking about the players who have been here for over a year since closed beta. If you have played arena for between the last year, even at some point you're gonna start seeing like the same type of decks in arena, and you might want to mix that up. And I'm just talking about it for those type of players. If you just started playing recently, of course it's not gonna be that big of a problem to you. But I just wanted to mention it to you guys right now that yeah, maybe we're going to have to start doing that in a year from now, have some type of weekly event on Thursdays, and then we'll still have our Rumbles or Chaos Arenas once or twice a month as we usually have them. It's just a way to make sure that the game feels fresh outside of when there isn't new expansions. Because I'm going to be 100 with you. Here's the Skyrim came out in July, right? I thought that was going to last me a long time, and I was going to be awesomely always happy about it. But after a while I was like, I need a little bit of change, I need a little bit of randomness. That's why when you guys told me when they made those Rumble videos, in most cases I was very excited about the Rumble. That's why when Chaos Arena comes out around, I'm pretty excited. And I'm gonna be let's keep it 100. I'm only rank 3 right this month. I just don't care about ranking up at all. I just don't care. With the cards in the game right now and what I already know about the cards, I don't care about getting to Legends. I mean, that's just not me right now. I prefer play Adoring Memes and other just more erratic and fun decks to keep the game going for me that way. There always are going to be people who want to prepare for when this become a big esport tournament scene or play in tournaments like that. And I think the game's already perfectly situated for that. I think rank is actually a really good place if that's what you want to do. And yeah, can't say. Yeah, so yeah, the game is in a good place for that. Let's leave it at that, guys. Oh man, good times are coming, guys. I will say that good times are coming. Now, do not take what I'm saying now as a negative that the game's born. Good times are coming. Just take away from that. Keep it at that. Good times are coming. The developer is listening, and that's one of the best things I could say to you guys. The developer is listening. They are listening to what you say and all that. And I'm gonna, like I said, last week I said I was gonna try to get giveaway for you, but I wasn't able to. Like I said, work and everything got in the way of that. So hopefully next episode I'll have that all situated. So this is for time for Q&A, the Q&A part of the stream. I'll try to answer questions as best as I can. Let's bring up chat on screen. Ask me anything with a little star, like how they do. Alright, Untitled Games Show. Any word on the Beaky Bomb emote yet? Good question. I will actually check my email right now, and I will let you know. So, if anybody doesn't know what that is, I will bring it up and show it on screen right now. Andy just asked about. I just got to log in and check. The game is still down for you guys. That's okay. I can leave the chat up right now, so feel free, guys. Go ahead and ask me questions. Oh, it's up. Wait, is it up? Wait, is it there? I see it there. Andy, try to use it. I see it there. I think it's there. It usually is. Wait. Is it there? Oh man, I don't know. Let me check my email, because I haven't gotten it. Maybe I just got an email. Maybe it just got approved. It's working? Oh guys, you guys are saying Beaky Bomb, but I can't see it. Why does it not work for me? Let me go check my email to confirm that it's there. Oh man, that sucks if I can't see it. So that was an emote made by Andy. And feel free to ask questions, guys. I'll try to get your questions as I go. Okay, it's not working. Okay, good. Okay, so it's not. Yeah, I just checked my email. I didn't get an email back yet, so I gotta wait for email for them to approve the emote. Okay. Untitled Games. If you could be any animal, what would you be? Ooh. Instantly, what came in my head was tiger. Instantly, that instantly came into my head was tiger. But I think I should think about this real quick. What is a cool ass animal? Like an eagle, I feel like is a cool ass animal. Have you ever seen an eagle like in the sky and they dive down in the water and catch a fish? That seems like if I was ever, I think they call it wargs, like in not Elder Scrolls, Game of Thrones, like people who could like control animals or maybe turn into animals. I'm not sure which one it is, but yeah, like I think eagle would be pretty cool, or tiger. Khajiit tiger. Probably not thinking of like the ultimate animal, like, but I don't think a bear. I mean, I've been called Beaky Bear. This girl used to always call me that. We were in college. That was always lovely. Anyways, fun times. If you go to college, it's gonna stressful. If you're going there for your education, like remember, this is just because I'm talking with you guys now. If you're in college, go into college, or are an adult and eventually want to go back to college, it's stressful. And if you're there and you're paying for it, take it serious. And on top of that, enjoy yourself, because you don't want to stress out too much. Enjoy yourself as much as you possibly can. be safe while doing it as well. But take it easy and don't get too stressed out. Okay. But the Animal Question is good. Good. Eagle will be pretty badass. Alright, guys. Let's see what else. It's not working. Yes, the game's down right now. So I'll check right now. So I know some people are just jumping in the stream. If you're just joining me, once again, guys, my name is Beaky. I'm from the Untitled Game Show, Elder Scrolls Legends Central. And today they were having some problems with the Bethesda server. I'm gonna go check Bethesda's support page to see if they have updated anything recently. Hopefully they have. And they will hopefully say something. Okay, so here's the latest update from a few minutes ago. Unfortunately, it's nothing that great. You know, it just says, stay tuned. Stay tuned for updates. Thank you for your patience. Impacted servers: Bethesda, Elder Scrolls Legends, mods, Fallout Shelter, Quake, and Creation Club. You know what I just thought of? And yo, I am a Bethesda fan when it comes to like certain of their games, and you guys can see it. We got the bobblehead right there. You guys can see the Fallout stuff in the background. But I'm willing to call people out on situations because that support page says mods are affected. But if you think about it, the mods that people put up on Nexus mods and stuff like that just never get affected. You know, like, they're just gonna work. I'm not saying that the Bethesda mods are not working if you already have them installed, but because when us as gamers upload mods or make mods and put them out on Nexus mods or wherever, our own websites, that's our own thing there. And it's not affected by these outages like this. So that's something else people gotta think about. And also, the Skyrim Together mod, like, they don't want them to use the Steam thing, so that team is gonna have to rework that to make that work. So that's a whole nother situation. And also, I was about to buy Skyrim today. I'm gonna tell you, literally, I was thinking about trading in my 3DS because I just don't have the money to buy it right now. Trading in my 3DS and getting a copy of Skyrim for the Nintendo Switch, just because today was the first time I used my 3DS in maybe 3+ months. I just haven't. I'm just not using it. I'm not using it for nothing. I got the Switch now, and the only reason I played it today is because I felt like I should finish all Fire Emblem Birth Conquest, because I'm a big Fire Emblem fan, and for some reason I just never wanted this game to end. And I'll show you guys how much hours I have in this game. I have 53 hours, and I have another profile with 28 hours. I played through it a bunch of different times. I played with Fire Emblem Awakening. That's the only thing keeping me, maybe keep it is damn 3DS. Keep 3DS and get Pokemon Ultra. No, I'm not getting new Pokemon. I am a Pokemon fan, guys. Like, I used to stream Pokemon. I've decided I'm not buying a Pokemon until it comes to the Switch. Just not gonna do it. I've missed Pokemon Sun and Moon, which is the first Pokemon game I've missed in a long time. But I've decided I don't need to play Sun and Moon. I'm just gonna wait till the new one comes to Switch and hopefully has everything. Okay, our favorite movie. I've done this before. My favorite movie is Armageddon. Not a good movie, but it is my favorite. I will explain why. Armageddon, with
Armageddon is a 1998 movie directed by Michael Bay, starring Bruce Willis, Ben Affleck, and Liv Tyler.
On IMDb, hold on. This movie, yep. This movie that most people would think is complete trash is my favorite movie ever. It's 82 likes on, Google users. 6 out of 6 IMDb, 39% Rotten Tomatoes. I've explained this before, but I like disaster movies or movies that bring people together as a whole in the world. Like, I like when there's such a big threat to our planet and people got to put their differences aside and come together and try to fix things. And I think this is why I think Geostorm was a meh movie. Geostorm was a pretty crappy movie. Like, Geostorm was not about people coming together to save the Earth from this big old storm. I'm sorry if you haven't seen Geostorm. I'm about to spoil Geostorm. Like, you know, the disaster movie Geostorm. But Geostorm was basically like, oh, somebody's deliberately freaking gonna cause a disaster to the Earth that's gonna wipe out, basically be a terrorist, and he's in the government, he's close to the president, and it looks like the president's behind it and all this, but the president really... I'm like, are you telling me the Earth is about to get destroyed by some big-ass storms because somebody, you know, sabotaged some spaceship in space? And, like, it starts out and it almost makes it like it's a terror... That's not what... Look, I go to disaster movies for either things get really messed up and people come together and try to help one of each other. And as stupid and cheesy as it is, the stupid sacrifice by Bruce on the end, I just like things like that. I just like it. It's what makes the things I like in movies. I really like that. I really like when there's a huge, humongous threat and we come together and defend everything. It doesn't work in all movies, like Independence Day. I think Independence Day 1 and the new one, Resurrection, are fun movies. But even then, when people come together in those movies, it doesn't work. So it's like, it's not the same thing for me. I guess it's specifically about also disaster movies. But yeah, and I'm not saying like I'm a Michael Bay fan. But it's not like, it's just, this is my favorite movie. But my rest of my choices are very much more mature, more, better movies. Also, just as a movie that I think people should check out, it's from 2007. If you just want something with a serial killer that's just like, wow. Mr. Brooks. This is one of those movies, I'm not into serial killers or just people going around killing people, like, or even like Hills Have Eyes type movies. If I'm going to play something, I know like this is not a horror movie or anything like that, but like The Strangers, the first Strangers, I thought was like this is an interesting horror type movie. But like Mr. Brooks, I think is smart in certain ways. I know some people don't like it, but I think this is a movie that people really should check out. It's just the way the movie flows is really, really interesting, and the character itself is super interesting. Like, it's like, you know, it puts a lotion on his skin. Like those old movies, Silence of the Lambs, stuff like that are really great. Stephen King's, I'm sorry, why can't I remember the name of the movie? But the name of the movie with the guy who takes the axe and busts through the door, you know, and the little kid walking down the hall, and the girls. Come on, somebody tell me the name of the movie. The little kid riding his bike down the hall, and the two little girls come play with me. The blood flowing all over the place. God damn it, why can't I remember it? The Shining! Yes, Lindsay Bear comes out with the save. The Shining. That's a good damn movie. I know, guys. The Shining. Favorite Twitch viewer. Dylan asks his favorite Twitch viewer. Favorite Twitch viewer. I never put that much thought into that, Dylan. I'm gonna say my favorite Twitch viewer is me. See, I view Twitch. Oh man. I don't even have a favorite. Do I have a favorite Twitch channel? I guess I don't watch enough Twitch channels. Yeah, so, alright guys, any more last questions before I go? I'm going to actually just throw out some things before we end this out. Favorite card game? Yu-Gi-Oh! I love Elder Scrolls Legends. I love it. I love it to death. And to say it right now, when I say Yu-Gi-Oh!, I don't mean Yu-Gi-Oh! In its current format, unfortunately. I mean Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe, let's say, 4 to 5 years ago, when they had like let me look up Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't remember all the cards. Yu-Gi-Oh! Hold on, let me see. Heretic Dragons. What the freak was those dragons called around that time? Oh, where the hell? You guys are seeing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, but I don't know what the hell they were called. Right now, like, my brain's kind of doing it. But yeah, let's just get back into why. Yu-Gi-Oh! Would still be my favorite card game it's just there's so many cards in that game. It just makes for a lot of different outcomes. And maybe that's the same thing I want with Legends. Maybe I want Legends to get to the point where there's so many cards or so many events that it's just so many different outcomes. Because I have heard, like I never played Hearthstone, guys, so I can't say that. I've never played Magic. I just never played those. So maybe I would like Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic better. Maybe I would like Hearthstone better. I just never played those games because I just never had a friend that was into it to teach me how to play this. It's just like I've never played a tabletop Dungeon and Dragon. I really want to do it. I keep telling my friends we need to find somewhere that like teaches new players to do that. But unfortunately, where I live right now, there's nothing like that. It's just like just close enough that we want to go to. There's nothing really where we could go and learn D&D and like learn how to play it. Because I got into the game Sorcery. I don't know if anybody watched it, but Sorcery is like a D&D dungeon type stuff. Like, you know, like I guess that's what it would call it. It's an adventure game on PC. It's like, you know, you read and you make different choices. And I got really into that game. Sorcery 1, Sorcery Part 2, highly recommend it. Very cheap. It's available on mobile. Looks awesome. And that made me say, like, I think I would like tabletop games, but I have to get into that stuff. If you don't have, your friends are not into that stuff and you don't know people into it, you gotta learn. But before I'm asking the rest of the question, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! I think there's just so many cards in the game over the years that it makes it so much complex, so many different types of decks. Unfortunately, with the new releases of cards, it's gotten out of control. They've had to nerf, they have had the ban list. Now, the reason why I know about the ban list nerfs, I actually used to run tournaments for Yu-Gi-Oh! And I don't mean like online, I mean like tournaments in a store where those people who participated in the tournaments would be entered into like a regional tournament somewhere. Like, you know, that's order cases, tons of Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. So, yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Untitled Games, your favorite food? Mine is curry. Favorite breed of cat? Favorite animal? I already did that one. I already did favorite animal. Oh, favorite animal. Oh, I never thought about that. I would just guess dogs. I never really thought about my favorite animals, but I like dogs, truthfully. Favorite food? It's a type of bun. It's a type of sweet bun. It's not sold very much in America. So it's from where the country I was born in. So it's like, you know, it's not sold here much. So you guys won't even know. But it's a type of sweet bun. That's that. Actually, watch your Universal Decks Tracker Guide video earlier. Now just saw you're on Twitch. Yes, I'm here on Twitch. Welcome. You came to the end of the show. Right now we're just talking about stuff because Legends down. And just do the quiz Q&A stuff. Favorite actor / actresses. This is actually kind of hard for me, Lindsay. I don't idolize like stars like most people do. Maybe because I've never been really a follower in general. Like I've like my friends and people like that always looked for me to like make decisions, be a leader in a way. So I've never been somebody who. But I don't. It's not like I encourage that. It's just like it just happened. Like, I don't look at Angelina Jolie or Brad Pitt and be like, oh, they're an amazing star. I want to meet, like, I couldn't even name an actor that I would go crazy. Like, I saw Michael Jackson in person, like, you know, just happened to be, and there's a crowd mobbing, and I'm like, oh, I like Michael Jackson. My sister was going crazy, but it's like, it's not the same thing for me. It's not the same thing for me. There's not, I guess, if I was I know this is not your question. If I was idolizing anybody, it probably would be actually game developers. There's certain game developers I respect for what they're doing. Artists, like I idolize that type of stuff, like artists by artists. But if I have to think of people I like currently, I think Matt Damon is somebody I'm really into. Like I'm more likely to see a Matt Damon, Tom Cruise movie, Scarlett Johansson. I know some people don't like some of her recent stuff, but I like her stuff. But these are new. Like that's how my taste goes. My taste goes on the movies that came out in the last 10 years and the actors and actresses I've seen in those. So Scarlett Johansson, Tom Cruise. I really respect Matt Damon and some of the stuff he's done lately in like The Martian and Interstellar and just like, you know, what we've seen from the Bourne movies. I think that he's a good actor, but in the past I've had other people that's been my favorite. So that's what I'm going to answer that question with. Okay. Rika's favorite food, sweet roll confirmed. I would like a sweet roll. Favorite musician. Okay, once again, this is a hard question to answer because I have favorite songs, but they're usually not from the favorite musician. So my favorite musician, I guess I could, if I had to pick one right this moment, it would be Jay-Z. But I almost want to say Eminem, because in the early 2000, before 2010, it would have always been Eminem, because Eminem, I really like what Eminem was doing. Like, I remember back in the days when, like, you know, like, if you grow up like me, you know, and everything, you know, like, oh, he can't be a rapper, he white, like, you know, like, that kind of racist bullshit. Racism goes both ways, just kind of situation. And I was like, you're stupid. Somebody who could rap good, and Eminem raps good. Like, I was there from the early days of Eminem. So, like, I guess he would, right now, it would have been, like I said, Eminem would be like an honorable role. But then again, Jay-Z is a steady, consistent throughout the time. But then there's Dr. Dre. I've liked his style, but I wouldn't, like, say I love any of them. Like, I don't have no interest in meeting Eminem. I don't care. I don't have zero interest at all to meet Eminem. Would I go to see him in Contrast? Yeah, sure. Like, the people, like, I went to see them perform the Legend of Zelda music. I love the music, but I don't care as much about the artist who, it sounds bad, but it's just like, I don't idolize them, so I'm just there for the entertainment from them, and I'll pay my money to see them, but I don't want to be the fan who needs to get a signature to see that type of stuff. Like, you know, it just never has been me. Favorite song, easy. LL Cool J Gangsta's, it's not LL Cool J. Gangsta's Paradise. Gangsta's Paradise. I think the lyrics of that song is unbelievable. Hold on. I'll take this off the screen real quick. If you guys want to keep your questions coming, I'll keep on answering. I'm going to answer, no one asked, but I'm going to tell you guys who my favorite YouTuber is. Hold on, Gangsta's Paradise. I really wish I could play it right now. Coolio. And I'm not even a big Coolio fan, but I think the time when this song came out, it was so real to me about school, what I saw in school, and all that type of stuff. Because, and the movie that goes along with it, the story behind it, there's a story to this song, in a sense, you know, I got a situation. It's just, I like what it's trying to say. And I like stuff with meaning like this. Another song, one of my favorites. Let's go like Cream. I actually think I talked about this before. Cream. Oh. Ooh. Like Wu-Tang Clan, Cream. Guys, this song is money, like, you know, cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, cash is, money's evil. Money is great. Money is life. Money is what you need to pay your bill. Like, you just can't afford, you know, I don't, but once again, I like the songs, but I don't idolize it. I don't sit here being obsessed with it. I'll put it on. I like the lyrics. I feel like some of it's really real, but I don't take it to the next level. Like, that's once again, it's maybe once again why I don't take certain things. I don't get influenced by certain things the same way people are, and I don't always jump on certain internet bandwagon outrage. Like, it just, you know, I have a very self-centered thought to myself, process the way I think. But great song. Let me go back over to the chat and see what you guys are saying. Okay. Favorite song. I'll tell you, what's your least favorite country that rhymes with? I'll be safe and not get anybody from any country upset right now. Favorite deck and why is it Ram Scout? See, I don't hate Ram Scout, but my favorite deck is still classic Pillar for Monk. I just wish it was like, I mean, classic Pillar for Monk that features a burglar, like that classic. I'm having like flashbacks right now of the greatness. Tears in my eyes. Pilfer was so excellent for a time. There was time where people actually legitimately complained about how powerful the burglar was. They were like, no, this card could ramp up so quickly and get so strong. But those days have passed. It has died. Oh man. Alright, Beaky, Elise Beaky, Pillar for Monk. Hey, I know it's not good, but my favorite YouTube, if you guys don't have a question, I'll leave it out with this. And I just think it's really cool to learn stuff or just interesting stuff. And I guess it'll show you the type of things I really enjoy. It is Vsauce. I am a gamer. I love video games. I love tech. But science, oh yeah. Michael, there was a time I legitimately wanted to be a scientist. When I grew up, I actually went really hard on studying science in middle school, then elementary school, middle school, until I realized there's a lot more to it. And obviously I have a speech impediment, and mess up words all the time. Just like I realized I would need to study a lot more to get that going. But I love things related to science and all that stuff. So channels like these are awesome. So if you never see Vsauce, if you want to watch videos that make you think, I highly suggest you go check him out. All right, highly go to our favorite channel. All right, so I find him slightly annoying. I don't know why. Too much info so far. Do you know who? No, I have no clue who that is. I have no clue who that is. Is he like a gamer, YouTuber or something? I just searched his name and I got something with a Twitch. I don't know. Can you tell me why he left YouTube? Like, I know a lot of people right now are having troubles with the whole entire situation with iPodcalypse, so yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised there. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's my favorite YouTuber. There's lots. I have a whole entire thing about other YouTubers I like. And before we end up the stream, I think it's finally time for the people that were not here. I'll give you guys last chance to answer this question. If you didn't answer it yet, this is your last time to participate in the poll. And then we're going to end this out. I accidentally clicked the bits for my own channel. Everybody go take the poll. It's your last time to do it. Untitled to, okay. Yeah, I don't blame somebody for leaving for the lack of support and cash from YouTube, because that's kind of one of the reasons I'm just making these videos ad free. What's the point? What's the point? Like, I've been doing this for so it's nothing. It's not even a movie ticket. I wouldn't even make a movie ticket really in a month for this. I couldn't even see like a 3D movie these days that are $20 from making, because YouTube demonetizes these videos. Like, I make a video on YouTube about the Chaos Arena, right? The Chaos Arena for Elder Scrolls Legends. Because it has the word chaos, YouTube demonetizes it, thinking I'm talking about terrorism. I have my YouTube channel for Legends taken down for spam. What the hell am I spamming about Elder Scrolls Legends? Nothing. I do curse, but I'm generally pretty safe. I would consider my content for YouTube pretty damn safe. I ain't doing pranks. I ain't bringing my family or friends over here with big boobs and having them in the screen. And I will not say I have never done that. I never brought a girl onto my stream and be like, stream on my videos. In the early days on YouTube, when I see everybody brought their girlfriends and stuff and just like, oh, she wants to. But I realized after doing it once, it's like, I feel like I'm taking advantage of people. Like, I know they knew about it too, but I was like, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do stuff like that. So I just want to be my true self and just enjoy making my content. But YouTube still finds Chaos Arena offensive. He had a family murder, and that's if everything was okay. If you can organize some big boobs for the stream, I'm down. You don't want to see mine. They're horrible. Oh, man. This funny thing, there's been a big uproar about booby streamers on Twitch, but I don't watch enough Twitch. I will just want to know, what do you guys think about those stuff on Twitch? Let me be very clear. Not the ones that are actually legitimately playing a game, the girls that are legitimately playing a game, and in the little 20 corner right here, oh, what the hell does that show that way? Little tiny corner right here, that they just have clothes on that shows off like they have nice cleavage. That's fine, I'm talking about the ones that will say that they're playing Elder Scrolls Legends, and the window for Elder Scrolls Legends will be like, let me open up Legends. If it's working, that is. The window for Elder Scrolls Legends will be some tiny little ass box, like over here in the corner, while she has like some chalkboard writing, like she'll bend around, have some chalkboard in the back writing people's name, or the ass hanged. What do you guys think about those ones? That's what my question is. Because I'm like, you're clearly not playing the game. You clearly are not playing the game. Oh, man. Yeah. I got no problem with it. And that's why I like you, Andy, because in a sense, I'm like, let them make their money. And you know why? This is exactly why. Because idiots are watching them. I think that is the number one reason. The idiots that once again, this is me. I'm not judging you if you do. If you go online and go on chat roulette or go on webcam shows and watch all that stuff, that is you. And pay money. If you go on Twitch streams and donate to these girls, tip them, subscribe to them so they have money, so that is you. But all I'm going to say, if you go to google.com and write in whatever you want to do, whatever you want for sexy stuff, there's going to be a website out there that will show you that stuff for free. You could skip out the middleman and just see the end product. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to, but that's all I am saying to you. There's an easy way to skip the middleman and go right to wherever you want to go to see what you want to see. Why are you watching Twitch? I have more problems with the people watching it, and some people hate me for that, than the girl doing it. She's hustling, and I have respect for hustlers. She's taking advantage of a system. Like there was some girl that was playing Call of Duty, and then every time she killed somebody, she twerked. But she was legitimately good on Call of Duty. She was on YouTube and everything like that. I think she got banned from Twitch or whatever. I was like, I ain't hating. She's taking advantage of a situation of dumb people don't know how to use the internet. And I know some of you guys probably watch these girls too. Yeah, I'll take advantage of it too. Not my good Christian streaming website. I'm more mad at the people who don't. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm sorry. I did say I'm mad at people watching, but I'm actually saying the donation. That's what I'm trying. I should clarify. I should really clarify. It's the people who give them money. I just never understood why are you giving these. Why? But guys, I've seen people. I probably is a thing here too in the United States, but I saw a documentary a few years ago where this big new trend in Asia was watching people eat food. Yeah, people would donate money so people would buy food and what? I don't know. You guys have to let me. Is that thing on Twitch these days? Let me know. Like, what? Does that get people off? I don't know. I've seen the ones I saw in Asia. Everybody was completely fully clothed. Nobody was scandalous, guys and girls, and they just sit there and eat food. Food streamers. I need to go shave. I keep saying that. I'm gonna shave right now. Go shave, get a haircut. Yeah, I'm looking $100. Should I go see Injustice tonight? Go hit my friends, or should I see tomorrow? Probably should see tomorrow. Using the movie pass. Alright, I need to stop talking. We've been going for a long time already. This is the last few questions. Okay, let's see what Andy says right here. I think people care too much about what other people do these days. Who am I to say what other people can and cannot do with their money? I agree to a point. And why I say that, Andy, is because of a situation like Star Wars Battlefront and the loot boxes. Remember, the game came out early on deluxe edition, and there were people on YouTubers, like big YouTubers, spending hundreds of dollars. Like I saw this guy with a million subscribers spend $200 to buy loot boxes to open the videos, to make loot box opening videos for the YouTube channel, and that video got tons of views, and people in the comments saying it's not pay to win, not to pay to win. And then a few days later, go ahead, and the situation is that EA disables it. So I think everything. This is like my personality. I take things situational. I don't want to put a general say that I can't tell people don't have to spend their money, because I think there's times where you could tell people don't buy fucking loot boxes in a $60 retail game for online multiplayer with pay to win. Don't support that. I don't care if you're a million subscriber YouTuber and you have the money because your viewers donate to you, and don't encourage that behavior. You're screwing up the industry for the rest of us. Now, moving back to what we were saying about the Twitch streams, I want to very much clarify. You want to watch those booby streamers? Fine, go ahead. I'm still going to have a little bit of problem with people donating. Because I feel like I just really feel like there's better ways to spend money. But that's just me. That's just me. I'm like, you could get it other places. You could just go to work. You could go somewhere. Like, All right, guys. What I don't get is why people give money from intentional. Hey, Super Carlos. Welcome. I'm not sure if you just got here. I didn't know your name. I get what you're saying, Andy. I get what you're saying. But yeah, that's it, guys. If you want to go be a booby streamer, Andy Mon, not joking. Dylan's gonna be a pickle streamer. Just eat pickles. Yeah, Dylan. There you go. New idea. You know, it was big in Asia. Maybe if you start streaming and just eat pickles, it might be. I'll start streaming, eat a bunch of sweet rolls. Maybe that'll be a big whole thing for me. And even though my favorite food is that bun, I can't eat. Those things are so much calories. I could never eat that much. Would die. It's sugar. But yeah, spend your money where you spend your money on. But if it's something stupid, don't feel free to call yourself out on it. You know, feel free to if you're making bad money decisions, feel free to be very well aware of it. I feel like I make certain bad money decisions all the time with my paycheck. And it's just how I am. It's how I've been for a long time. But I very much realize it, but I never make those decisions stop me from paying my student loans, paying the light bills. Like, you know, you have to have resistance. But this is why I just want to mention it. I just don't want the predatory stuff like with EA. There are people out there who are addicted to gambling and who could get, tricked into it. We're not ending this video because I actually want to bring something up. The whole EA thing really pissed me off. So anybody who doesn't want to talk about Legends, feel free to leave. But let me bring up something on Reddit that just really pissed me off when I saw it this morning. About loot boxes and the way it's about the video game industry. So, let's look it up. It should be. Hope it's not on the front page anymore because. Okay. It's this situation right here, guys. This legitimately pissed me off. As somebody who has had to take care of kids, this is the type of things that I hate. This is why I don't like giving some of my family members, younger ones, iPads connected with any type of microtransaction, no cards, nothing. Like, I just couldn't do it. Jack Black talks about how his son raked up $3,000 bill on in-game currency, the predatory nature of these games. His son. Now, how old do you think his son was? He some teen who knew better, who knew he shouldn't have did it? Was he like, freaking actually adult? Like, he's like, oh, my dad is rich. No, this was an 8-year-old. It was a game marketed towards kids, built for kids, about collecting little dragons. And he had his just credit card attached to it. Now, he learned his lesson and detached his credit card once it happened, explained to his son that money is a real thing. Because his son's 8 years old. He tells his son, like, I'm a movie star. I make all this money, but if you keep spending $3,000 a day on in-game purchases, we can't live in this house anymore. We won't be able to live. And the developer designed the game so that it encourages the kids to click on the bundles of $100. So the kid did $100 microtransactions to buy $3,000 worth of diamonds for this stupid mobile game. And that's the type of practice I think people have to be aware of and call other people out on. Jack Black came on here, told the developers they can't be doing stuff like that. He wants a refund, and it's a bad thing. And you have to educate your kids on that stuff like that. And your friends, when you see your friends buying things they shouldn't. Like, I told my friends, now, some of you guys will not like me doing this, but I've talked about it before. When my friend bought Street Fighter for the Switch, right? I was so upset. I kept telling him, don't buy it. And he kept waiting, and he eventually bought it. He came. He's like the biggest Street Fighter fan I know. And you gotta call people out. I'm like, you can't support Capcom on re-releasing the same game, but inferior. Like, the version on the Switch was not the best version, and there's just no reason for them to charge the money they did. They charged, I think it was $40 for a game that was on the 360 was like $10 or $15. How did they charge $40 for a $15 game? And you already own it on the 360. You own it on every other platform. Now, you guys can say whatever you want about me and keep buying Fallout. I have owned Fallout 3 multiple times, but every time I buy it, it's been at a cheaper price. It's come with more DLC. It's because I bought this with all the Fallout games, right? All the old ones, Anthology, and I gave them away. I gave the game away and kept it collectible because I already owned them on PC. You understand? I justified it my own way. But I'm getting something cool because I want this. But he bought Street. How am I going to, if he's going to buy this game and think people are going to willing to spend $40 for a game that shouldn't be $40? Come on, the game was $15. How is it now $40? That's the type of stuff you gotta call people out. When you see people buying these microtransactions, you gotta call them out for these $60 full price retail games, or when it's predatory. And let's bring it back to Legends. This is why I keep on applauding Elder Scrolls Legends. You can play this game and get drops from Twitch. You get the daily logging bonus. You win 3 matches, you gain something. You could get 300 goals a day. You could get soul gems from going ahead and practice. You understand? You could do all that stuff. You don't have to. I don't feel like this game forces you to spend money. Legends does not do it. And that is why I respect Bethesda with Elder Scrolls Legends. Because they have put in a system that makes me want to reward them for their hard work. That is why, once again, for the people that was here, when this new DLC comes out, I'm going to buy it with my own money. And if I get a copy free from Bethesda, I'm going to give it away from you guys. That's how developers should run their business. Like that, or like CD Projekt Red when it comes to big AAA games. You sell the game, it's $60, and then you release these huge expansions that add tons of content to the game for $20, $15, $10, and let players go ahead and pick it up. And people will support you. Everybody cheered for Witcher 3 about that situation. Now, I'm not going to tell people that if you're playing a free-to-play game or $60 game and you want to buy some cosmetic because you've played hundreds of hours of the game, fine. Who I'm really targeting this for is those YouTubers who make tons of videos of opening loot boxes and just want to get return and making you think it's okay or that you need to do it. It's a slippery slope. Bethesda's doing it right with that game, like I said, Legends. CD Projekt is doing it right with $60 games with great expansions. I think the Fallout series has done it right as well with the expansions for that. Now Bethesda's, like I just praised them, but Bethesda's not out of hot water right now with the Creation Club. Like the stuff in the Creation Club is kind of overpriced. They have Mudcrab. It's overpriced. Let's not even get that. It's overpriced in some cases. Now maybe if they do an expansion or new story quests in there, maybe it'll be alright. Alright. Okay, I have to really stop talking. I will just do this forever. I love talking about Legends. It's a lot of fun, guys. Alright. Jack Black always about PR and lies often. Oh, that could be too. I don't know enough about Jack Black, so if that's true, I'm sorry. I should know that. There should be a limit per day on how much you could. Oh my goodness, Victory. We could talk about. How do they allow somebody to spend $3,000? Like that seems. Shouldn't that go for red flag and like excessive? Or maybe that the thing is, maybe those investment bankers or whoever, those rich whales or people wasting their life savings, are just like $3,000 ain't nothing. I've done 10G in the last month, so maybe that doesn't seem suspicious. We don't know how much whales are spending. We don't know how much that 5% that might be whales in a game, like, surprised me. Something seriously surprised me. Let me see if I can serve Elder Scrolls Legends. There was a poll that asked you how much money you spent. Elder Scrolls, how much have you spent in the Elder Scrolls Legends? This super surprised me. Let me see. It was a Reddit post recently. There was one last year. Yeah, here we go, guys. Where is it? Okay, the numbers have actually become a little better, actually, because it was a lot more screwed. There's over 1,000 something people took the poll at this point. Okay, when I saw it, it was a little bit more screwed, and I guess it kind of made sense. It was a lot more people spend a lot more money than I actually thought, but it wasn't even 1,000 people who voted. So I guess as more normal people voted, but there was a time where this over $300 was a lot higher, and I just couldn't even understand. Like, I've been here since the beginning. Like, what did you spend over $300 on? But a lot of people explain, if you want premium cards, if you want the whole entire set of game and premium, okay, that makes sense. That completely and utterly makes sense. The zero. Now, this was very close to the game release, so I understand the zero. So that actually really makes sense. The $11 to $25. Actually, I was kind of surprised at that. I actually really would have thought 26 to 50 would have been way more higher, right there. So yeah, but it's just kind of interesting, as you guys see, right? $6 to $10. I think that kind of makes sense, and this as well. The $1 to $5, like, if you're gonna put like that much, I think you might as well just go a little bit farther and get a little bit more for your money. But this might be people maybe buying like starter kits. But yeah, there's always gonna be people willing to spend a lot of money to get the premium cards. But if they feel like they, got enough value out of the game, then sure. Because I saw, like, if you look at a Reddit post, there's people that said they might have spent almost $1,000. But yeah, it's a free to play game. That's the damn difference. That's the damn difference. Alright, guys, you have to love CD Projekt Red. Hell yeah, guys. Okay, any last questions? Any last minute questions before we go? Today's show was super long, way longer than I expected to go. This video is 13 gigs, so it's going to take a while to upload to YouTube, but it's definitely worth it to talk to you guys. So no last minute questions. I think it's finally about time we take a look at that straw poll to see the questions, see the answers. So here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at the answers. Alright, last time you played Forsaken Champions. So that was our poll question for the day. Feel free for everybody watching this on YouTube to answer in the comment section below. And the overall majority of people is 67% never. Like, I would have thought somebody played it in Arena, but don't even pick it. Within the last month, one. Wow. Like, we had 8%, more than 6 months. I was in the more than 6 month range because I was like, I don't like. Maybe you guys can go back and watch a video where I did it, but I don't even remember playing it in the last 6 months. Maybe I did within the last week. Nobody. Oh, poor Forsaken Champion. And before we go, all I gotta say is, everybody, get hype. It's coming. It's almost here. Swims at night. It's coming for you. Swimming all up in your house. Peace out, everybody on YouTube. I'm out of here. Everybody on Twitch, well, chill around. We're not done. We're gonna play some more games. Well, we haven't been playing a game, but we're gonna go play a game because Legends is down. We'll try one last time. One last time before we leave. Can we play a little bit of Legends? Man, I really like to show some gameplay in these episodes. Come on. Work with me. Come on. Nope, it's down. Poor servers. What am I gonna do? So yeah, while it spills forever, that's it, guys. Be here later, people on YouTube. Everybody else, chill for a second while the outro plays.